The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
If you guys want to call into the show, the Discord is open. The call-in live voice channel is where you guys want to jump into if you ever want to call into the show. And I also forgot to do the pre-show Discord session also, so that's my fault too. No, I told you, I was a little too stoned.
Check 1, 2, 3. How's it going? What's up, people?
Yeah, there we go.
All right. We'll see if it'll work.
Yeah, so the Discord is
not,
up,
you should be in
and you guys can call in if you want.
They should be in the Discord anyways to hang out.
Yeah, I guess. I forgot to turn it on, dude. Forgot to turn it on. That's like the number one thing whenever you call into like customer support. Is it plugged in? Did you turn it on?
Oh man, do you know how many air gaps I have found like working at Rice? It's funny too, and I try to make sure that I don't make the people feel stupid either. So, it's hard, especially when they're doctors and or like doctorates of whatever, like whatever like subject, and it's funny. Yeah,
I love.
Like, I've seen the spectrum of college professors. I've seen them all. Like every single stereotype, I've met them all. And coaches.
I love the if you guys were there for the pre-show session, Funhouse had me cracking up, dude. So damn funny. He starts. I'm smoking. I'm getting ready, and he starts putting up these. Here we have the common North American pothead. Notice how he takes slow, steady draws on the joint. At times,
awesome.
The common North American pothead will show signs of laughter and happiness.
It's gonna be a Net Geo and stuff like that.
Yeah. What up, Nate?
What up, fellas? Before the show, I was like, just telling McClay, I'm like, I'm gonna go through the cards that I'm for sure gonna send.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make a yes pile, a maybe pile, and then like this can wait pile, and then. So.
I was actually going to tell you, I think with the show next weekend down by NRG, I think I'm just going to submit them there.
Well, so I was going to submit the paperwork now and then turn it in there because of the $15 special. Because if you finish the paperwork before the 31st, you lock in that price.
Because those are is it just modern, right? For those?
93 to present.
93 to present? Ooh.
Yeah.
I need to really kind of break up like vintage versus like the different ones. Because
this pile is literally baseball. This is baseball. This is basketball. This is baseball that can wait.
Yeah, because like some of those Bowman that I just pulled, like that Paul Skeens and like that Ethan Salas that I got 2 weeks ago. Because I'm watching Ethan Salas right now. It's a 25 that someone's got a 1010 BGS on.
Oh, you might be interested in this one. Masterpieces. Francisco Alvarez.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, from Bowman's Best, and then I have a Justin Crawford out of 50.
Oh, you know what I got today? I literally got a redemption auto from Topps.
Oh,
only took 2 years for a card that's probably worth
is
$15, $12.
The Correa?
No, I still haven't gotten that. Garrett Mitchell. Rookie card. Mitchell? Like they could have put this in the pack. I mean,
yeah.
Oh man, I almost bought like. I always forget that like Correa's autos are like actually hard to find, so I almost bought some like because there's always like any Houston show there's tons of Astros cards, right?
Yeah. Because I was actually hoping to get like I try to pick up one like each show, like a nice patch or auto, and I still don't have an Alvarez. And with the season coming up, I'd like to get a Jordan.
A Jordan? You mean like something
I do have a
like
top. I'll
this.
take it back.
Bam.
Yeah, that's a nice card.
Out of
You
10.
sending that in? Is that a rookie?
Yeah, yeah, it's a rookie. Rookie out of 10.
That's
Wow.
pretty. Oh,
Yeah,
out of 10.
Yeah, diamond icons. I got a steal on it.
You got to send that in.
Can't
for
hide
sure.
money.
Nope. I have
Can't save money.
I have a killer pickup for tonight. An absolute killer pickup that if you've been following the show or any of the content that I create for a while, you guys are gonna be pretty stoked. So we'll open that at pickups. But this right here is what we're gonna talk mainly about tonight. Once we get into it,
It's for going to the gym.
Yeah.
this bad boy haven't opened yet. It weighs 50 pounds, easy.
Yeah. That's literally no joke for people that haven't seen. Like, it literally does weigh like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why my shoulder hurts when I like put it on a top shelf so my dog wouldn't get to it.
It's so heavy. It's great,
Yeah.
but it is huge.
So we'll go through that here in a little bit. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. What else do we have? Did you guys see that the Muse stuff is starting to leak from the Daredevil filming? Did you guys see any of that?
Where he has like gray hair.
So this is, I guess, the somehow set up to the Muse, the Daredevil character. Did you guys see that?
Mm.
It's interesting.
It's actually Banksy.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if it was, bro. That would be awesome. So, of course, definitely a cool character. There's your Dan Panosian cover, right? First appearance, Daredevil 11. The one that's going crazy on almost 10 every week. Or I feel like Stein loves to talk about this book.
Yeah, it's come up in conversation a couple times, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. So, I guess that is supposed to be something to do. From that My Time to Shine hello. He's one of the few, what do they call these guys? That like, I don't want to call them speculators, but get to tell all the movie shit before it comes out. There's a name for that.
Oh, were there like a leaker?
Yeah, leakers. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Chat, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I remember like I used to follow a little bit of that because like when it was ASM2 when Garfield was in it and they were showing where like Oscorp was going to be, and it literally was a block and a half up from my apartment going towards the train to Columbus Circle. So I had to pass it going to class to grab the train. And like one Saturday, you could see like the crews out. It was early morning that they were out before the city really wakes up.
Yeah. There's your.
There you go. Midtown West, Hell's Kitchen.
So everybody's going crazy for the White Tiger stuff. What are sales? Are sales on that book going crazy yet? Let's take a look. Probably. I love that magazine. This one. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu 19. Oh, yeah, they're selling. There you go. $30 for raw, 9.2 100. The only one I would buy would be this one, and I wouldn't buy it because of the first appearance of White Tiger. I'd buy it for the badass. I believe that's a Neil Adams cover, right? Didn't he do most of the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu covers. I could be wrong. Maybe not. Bob Larkin cover. It's a dope cover. Well, there you go. Any buddy that bought in on these, I'd love to know how many people are searching for them. Just put up ASAP. That would be smart. Put them up now. What do you guys think about the Ultimate Spider-Man sales?
Oh, that's crazy that it keeps on increasing in price every single week, right?
Yeah, dude.
I think it's crazy too. Isn't the A covers going for more than the variants or the ratios?
Yeah,
that's wild. I love that. I mean, I think that's great.
You know what?
I bought a 1 in 25 cheaper for like $20.
Do you know what? Do you know the reason why people are saying that that's happening with the A covers?
Because there's less of those.
So did stores not order the A covers and just do like their own version? And so that's what they would get those, and they would get the ratios, but not the regular A
not
covers,
stores.
Right?
All the retailers that do retailer exclusive variants.
Exclusives?
Yeah, they chose not to get this one. I guess they could have bought in, but a lot of them didn't.
Yeah, since they're already ordering, they had the right to order the normal covers, because I mean, how else are they going to get the incentive covers, right?
Yeah.
So they can order any of the other variants they want to, that's distributed to Diamond, not like another store or anything like that.
Yeah. This surprises me that this is only selling for like $10 to $20. The black suit one is still selling for a decent amount. Damn, $150? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. 32
It is nice
bids.
to see like a new book kind of take off, because it feels like it's been a long time since you saw that.
Dude, that is ridiculously crazy to me.
Yeah, that's a lot. I really just still want one to read.
Yeah.
You haven't read it yet? I'm going to use the 1 in 25 as a reader.
Really? Seriously?
It's good, dude. It's good story.
Yeah.
We'll send you a link. Hood said he's working with Bird City to get one of the 1 in 500s. It's eating at him.
Is that who's doing the 500? Campbell? Is that it right there?
Yeah, Campbell. Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow. I hope he
sells
gets
for
it.
300.
Awesome.
Well, they're working out the trade or whatever, so you should make sure that he sees that sold price.
This is the funny thing, though, that I wanted to bring up. Look what people are getting crazy about now.
Oh yeah, I saw that where it's like selling for like $20 or some stupid shit like that.
Here we go. I saw a Marvel Previews 95, the Miles sell the other day, like a 9.0. It sold for like $200 or something like that.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Don't buy these. These are. I mean, I shouldn't tell people not to buy these. Buy whatever you want. Buy whatever the fuck you want. But man, that just blows me away that people are jumping down that route again. I guess, we geek out over it for old stuff, right? We're talking about the sale on the Comics Journal magazines the other day. Yeah.
The one on Wednesday you were talking about? McFarlane, the first, the Batman drawing? Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's a little different just because McFarlane, you kind of have that nostalgia piece, but I guess it's whatever you like.
Yeah. It's older maybe, and it's probably less of them out there. I don't know. That always kind of draws me to something. I don't want to.
It's kind of like one of those things. But if you're trying to do it for spec to make money, it's like it feels like if you're trying to follow that Miles route, it's like a Michael Scott thing. Fool me once, strike one. Fool me twice, strike three.
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting. And then we also found out, of course, this week that there's a new insert to look for. Start looking for your bruised, black and bruised inserts, coupon inserts, in DC books from April of 2003. Shout out to Marvel Man Comics. Give him a follow. And he put up a post saying, word on the street is that this is the new Mark Jewelers to hunt. These are the April 2003 Black and Bruce coupon inserts. The House of Stein on the Almost 10 Friday night had Supergirl 79 on the list. So check that out. There's what the coupons look like. We were trying to figure out what the damn coupons look like. And it's $5 off.
I heard you guys. I was watching the show a little bit this morning when I was at the gym, and it seemed like no one knew what the game was because I had never heard of this at all.
That's what I'm saying. It's Mandela effect. Like no one remembers this at all. But I mean, there's chat and stuff like that. There were people in chat that remembered the game.
Know.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is worth anything. I still, it's
everyone
it's worth a CGC 9.0 or 6.0 is worth $100.
I still want to see if what Stein found in his garage after he said he was going to go and start digging today. After the show or the next day. So
yeah, I went lazy. I waited for other people on Instagram to do it for me.
I love those. Both of those covers are great, man. That was such a great time period in comics.
That Supergirl, like when you guys were going through it, I had never seen that before. And just like we talking about the timing, because what was it, like 03 or something along those lines? Like, I never picked up Supergirl, so I just never paid attention. But I mean, the homage is cool.
But then I guess that for that the Superman cover, the Batman one, right? The second print always like overshadows that one.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys the other covers. So, because this was a book that, like I said, people were chasing this storyline back in the early 2000s. This was a big storyline. Peter David was writing it, and he brought back, what's her name? Kara Zor-El, is this it? I think it's the next 77. Was it 77? Might have been 77 that he brought her back. But yeah, man, this was a big run that was at the end of the run, so I don't think they were printing many of them. Look how badass that Spectre cover looks. Ed Benes, man. Damn. That looks badass. And then, of course, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. The hell, come on, let's go. There we go. This looks just so good. And then this was the final issue, right? I think was 80 the final issue. Look at that. John Romita. So good. And like I said, at the end of the run, the last 4 issues. So they probably didn't print a ton of them, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Does Cover Price say how much they've printed? They printed of these? Probably not. 96 to 2003 that run did. So, man, yeah. Up the down 7. You are correct. That final issue is gorgeous. But it's kind of cool.
I'm gonna go find that game sealed.
Yeah. Well, they're selling for, we saw, right? And didn't they want like $100 and something for it? All right. Did you guys see Steve Aoki talking about his cards?
Yeah. Like, I've never bought a card from Heritage, and it was kind of crazy to see how cards come in.
Yeah. This is his Star Wars collection. He has he's trying to get a whole set in 10s.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. These are all 10s, dude.
Dude, yeah, he's putting together, like, quite the collection. Like, he's doing, like, UFC, like, rainbows and stuff like that.
Shit. I just want to see him get the 3PO cock card in a 10.
Good luck. Good luck. Good fucking luck. He probably has one. I wouldn't be surprised.
If someone's going to have one, if you got that kind of money to do all the other cards, he would be the guy who could be able to find that whatever that population is of a handful.
Yeah, dude. What up, brother?
What's good?
Dude, this is so crazy.
There are a lot of cards in those sets, you know. I mean, you're talking each those like you have like a blue and a red or green or whatever those colors, and like it's a stack of cards that are in each one of those sets to make the full run.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. So this is what he went crazy about. So he went through all the ones he has, right? $78,000.
You know, the funny part is, I don't know if you guys saw that Caitlin Clark 101 Super Refractor went for $78,000. Give me the Luke Skywalker all day long over that.
Fucking A, dude.
And it's not even close. And
Fucking
what is it? He's
A.
got the gold diamond because I was looking at the sticker he's got on there. So
yeah, Heritage.
I also thought it'd go for a little bit more than that. Wow.
Well, did you see this?
It's because they found out Aoki was bidding on it. It's like, I can't bid against him.
Look
how Nate
cool.
always says, you can't hide money.
He'll throw a cake in my face, you know.
Look how cool the Heritage thing
box.
that they send them for like rare cards. They come in that. Yeah. Look at this one.
And then it was like how it was like encased in the other.
Yeah. A big ass case.
That's where the slab in the slab.
So he bought this. He bought that one for $78,000. He bought this one for $48,000, I think.
Crazy.
How crazy is that?
And even if you crack a box, the chances of you getting a PSA 10 from a sticker is highly, highly, highly unlikely. But if you did, wow, it's a jackpot. So this as a pop one of the Grail Goat sticker card for Star Wars from 1977 on the registry, number 1. This right here, I spent $57,600.
Damn.
Jesus, dude. That's a lot of money.
And
he says at one point in this, he's like, it would be hard to crack a box and even pull one of these that's in good condition. But look how cool that is, how Heritage sends it to you like that.
Looks great. It looks like if you have the fancy watches, it looks like a Patek Philippe. It looks like that kind of box. They come in the huge, huge boxes.
I don't know what you just said.
Solo Wookie does. I've never seen some pictures that he had posted on IG, and I was like, I see the sponsor there. Really,
dude, he's such a
really
dope
nice
collector. He collects cards, vinyl, comics. Like, he collects cool shit, man. He's into manga.
So what he was really telling Lucas and all them is that he wants to be in a Star Wars film. Like,
I think he's probably already been in a show, like a TV show, like under a stormtrooper helmet or something. Dude, look at these look at this.
Has to be one of the best 12-inch covers of all time. Ruthless Records, that's Yeezee's label, right? NWA Panic Zone. It's a repress red label. Recording, mix it, audio achievements, master at Bernie Grubbin's mastering. part of the Steve Aoki collection. I definitely bought this in the 2000s for sure. When you look at that cover, it's just so strong. It's so iconic and prolific. NWA.
Dude, that's dope. That's super cool. Yeah,
Hood wants you to show his TikTok, Bryan. I think he wants to compare his collection versus Aoki's.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is Hood? Tell Hood to get on here.
That's what I was going to text him.
Yeah. Tell him, what are you doing? Get on the show, man. All right. So, ooh, I love that. Look at that. He's showing the Lorcana. What happened to Lorcana? Did Lorcana just die?
No, it's still going. The secondary market's pretty much dead.
Is it?
Did they just drop that second series and
the second chapter? But yeah, they're just flooding the market with so much product. It's crazy.
What is this selling for nowadays? Because I might be picking one of these up on a dip, man.
The promo? I don't know. I haven't looked at those in a while.
What is that? The
D23?
Yeah, D23 promo.
D23 promo.
Was it that event or was it something else?
I think it was D23.
1,200, 1,300. Is that it for 9?
Wow. For a 9, yeah. I don't know what a 10.
960 for a CGC 9. That's cool, man. 1,000 for a signed. Eek. I don't want it signed. I want it to be looking nice and clean. $1,000 for a 9. 227 for a 10.
Oh, there you go, a 10, yeah.
So it's still holding its value. 3,000 is about where
still
I
up
remember.
there.
Yeah. What was the high on it? Do you remember the high on it, Josh?
I want to say it was more than that.
Like 3,000, 3,500?
Maybe. It might have even been more.
3,000 for the Maleficent one? Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Josh, did you have some of these?
No, I never bought any of those.
Look at the Snow Queen one. $7,500 for a 10.
Elsa, dude. It's like the Charizard of Lorcana.
I think that's so cool looking, dude.
Yeah.
That Mickey. That's so cool.
Oh wow, it's still up there for $1,000, huh?
Yeah.
Or when was that?
900 for raw. I would want to get like
already graded one.
Yeah, probably like a 9.
I don't know, but it's already been like featured in like Heritage and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or not Heritage, but Golden, where they had like someone had the entire set of PSA 10s and it sold for like some exuberant amount of money.
I just want certain cards. Like, you know what I want? I want one of those. What is that? That lucky Chinese tiger one? What is that one?
Oh,
yeah.
What was that? Was that South Korean company?
You're talking about the Wow Disney 100.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Here we go.
I'm sure these are on the dip.
Sealed boxes for $350.
Yeah, those are still up there. I would like to buy one, but not for that much.
Oh damn! And I should have bought out the card stores that had them in stock.
Dude, these are so cool. These Chinese Zodiac ones are so cool. $36 for the horse.
I thought it was cool because it's it's limited to 666.
Yeah,
and then you can always just find your Zodiac sign. I mean, I wasn't gonna put a complete set together, but I went to find what my Zodiac was.
$400 for 2 boxes.
That's not bad. I think those were like $600 a box, $800 a box, like at the high.
Wow.
I'm always surprised that they're just there's so many Disney fans that like some of the older Disney cards. What is it? The Barretts? Like back in the 50s, like they look like tobacco cards.
Yep.
Like a lot of those don't seem like they're very expensive. I'm surprised. Like I always thought, it's just for the Disney people, man, they love Disney.
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, I gotta show you guys.
Seems like it does really well.
I gotta show you guys something that is so cool. It's you know how we love the history of comics and like, you know, all the old school nostalgia about comics. I'm in Jesse's shop the other day, and he trying to find these. He comes up to me and he goes, "Check this out, man!" And he absolutely blew my mind about this book that he has. I'm trying to find it. What do you guys remember about the advertisements in old comics?
I remember you used to have like it was just like the most random stuff. Like you'd have like you could send off for like just like crazy prizes for like $1 or 75 cents. Yeah, just silly stuff.
I'm still way on my X-ray specs.
And then you'd have like the 1-page or 2-page specials, and it'd be like from other comic book dealers, and it'd have like Amazing Spider-Man, and have this issue through issues like 250, and like the other, you know, and the random numbers and be like 75 cents.
Or connecting storylines and stuff like that, charts.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like what books to read next to continue the storyline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna trip you guys out here. Hold on. So I always loved those type of things, and there we go. Boom. And let me send it to this. So there was a advertisement in old school comics. Let's see if I can find it. And I don't think I've ever seen, like, I had sea monkeys when I was a kid, right? You guys had sea monkeys when you were a kid, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't. I had goldfish, so.
Yeah, well, you didn't miss anything with Sea Monkey.
Yeah.
My childhood is ruined now that I didn't have sea monkeys. Oh my god, I feel left out. How will I go on?
Yeah. Well, there was a comic book thing. Why isn't it fucking sending it? There was a thing in comic books called Count Dante, the Deadliest Man Alive. Do you remember that?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
What was it called?
Count Dante, the Deadliest Man Alive.
Are you sure that wasn't from a Guns and Ammo ad or something?
No.
You don't remember that?
No. No.
Does anybody in the chat remember this? You guys don't remember this? You guys have to.
Because I remember like the advertisements, they were all like, there was just like a ton of them on a page. And it always felt like it was just like the most random stuff like you could get at like a school auction or like a Boy Scout thing, or I don't know. It's just all like just silly stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I would remember that. That's out there.
Yeah.
Black Dragon Fighting Society. The world's deadliest fighting secrets can be yours. Count Dante is the undefeated supreme grandmaster of the fighting arts. Count Dante won the world's overall fighting arts championship, master and expert divisions, after defeating the world's top masters of judo, boxing, wrestling, kung fu, karate, aikido, etc. In the death matches, on August 1st, 1967, the World Federation of Fighting Arts crowned the Count the world's deadliest fighting arts champion and master. So,
did he ever beat Dusty Rhodes?
Have you Googled this? Is this true? Like,
so Jesse comes up to me and goes, "Do you remember this?" And I go, "Yeah, I remember that advertisement." And he goes, "This was in a collection. This is what when you sent in what you got back."
Oh my god!
Oh, wow!
Wow!
That's amazing,
crazy, dude. Look at that shit. Oh, I guarantee he was a fraud. Haven for Heroes, 100%. He was a total fraud.
Do you realize what Jesse has? He has the world's fighting secrets. He should sell this to like nations around the world.
So here's the interior. 1968 Black Dragon Fighting Society, dedicated to the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh my god!
That's amazing,
right? Here's some of the moves. the buffalo horn strike. Take your middle finger and second knuckle to the nose. It as the flamingo eye strike can be especially effective in striking the nerve centers and doing penetration damage, such as to the kidneys, solar plexus, etc. Look at this guy's look on his face. God, bro. Jesus. Here's more. Look at this. This is awesome, dude. So, there you go.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
The Black Dragon, Count Dante. I just thought it was super cool. Yeah, that's the Dim Mak guy. You're 100% right. It's the Dim Mak guy. Yep. It's fucking hilarious.
That's got to be worth something.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you work at a comic book shop. You find cool shit like that in collections.
Wow.
Right? 1969 that happened.
It looks like it's in pretty good shape too.
Right? All right. I got to set up my phone for this real quick.
Josh, did you ever get your room cleaned up? I saw your post.
It's still in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's trapped in there. He can't get out.
Yeah.
He's been there since last week. Yeah.
So I went into Jesse's because he's got Stan Sakai coming down sometime, hopefully in the future, and I took him some cameras and stuff to set up, and I took him my extra fucking camera, and I wanted to show this book, and I'm like, I'd left my extra camera there, so we're gonna have to use my phone here. Let's see if this shit works. I'm really stoked to look through this thing. Studio.
The one thing is when you go through it, I mean, you don't know if you run into this, but like the pages, like the good part is it has like arrows that tell you like which pages like pull out that have like more detail, but like putting them back in to kind of keep them clean and then like folding it, you have to kind of be careful not to mess up the pages on the book.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of pages.
Yeah, like I was like kind of like when I saw you carrying it out, I was like, what the hell is he carrying out to my cart? I was like,
all right, let me see if I can get this to work real quick here. Let's remove that fool.
So my no pile is getting bigger. I'm happy about that. Or safer later pile.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and start going through some of my stuff tomorrow and start kind of breaking it out, sports and years. Because I want to get a baseball, quite a bit of baseball graded before the season starts.
Yeah, this is my baseball pile now, and then this is F1 basketball. So I might just do 2 separate orders or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And try to gap out how many days. I should have done that. Like this pile at the beginning of the month, and then that pile like now.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I think we ran into that last year when we made those submissions. It's just like
it's hindsight, right?
You can't give it all at once because the cost.
Yeah, like I'm not here breaking flawless boxes. Like
right.
I don't have that. I don't have Drake money.
You guys got any pickups for later on tonight?
I still have stuff in boxes or packaging. I could look through that.
Did you get your JTC negative variants today? I just started opening some packages because I just got back in town last night. That was there.
Did you hear about the shipping stuff that was happening in Houston? Like the distribution centers were like all messed up.
Yeah, there was a letter posted this morning at the post office because Josh, did you order those trap jaws, the Mondo trap jaws?
Mm-mm.
Like that just came in, so I had to ship one out. I sold on eBay, and they had the posting on the on the window because I had sent a bunch of like Cobra Commanders and Duke-a-lots to people, and one guy had said like he hadn't gotten his yet, and the tracking still showed that it was the same day I dropped it off at the post office. Like,
I was getting weird stuff
a long time
where
ago.
What was it? It would show that something was delivered, but then it ended up being still on its way, and it would show up the next day.
Yeah, it's a little.
But like,
messy
it was
right
weird
now.
because it was like basically everything I ordered in January came in 2 days. Like one day I got like 3 packages, the next day I got like 6 and 9 or something.
Yeah, yeah. I ran the same thing.
Yeah, and then my parents are like kind of like, what the hell did you
what is all this
spending?
stuff?
You're like, did you spend all your like money that you're making now?
Yeah, because I had some cards and none of like some of them, they weren't big cards, like a 68 Gil Hodges, like PSA like 3, and like a Dwight Gooden minor league card. But some of these stuff, like it was like way earlier in the month, and it all came like last week. Like everything just like came when I was gone.
Yeah,
what's wrong with your guys' mail?
It's something with the distribution center. I got the Black Pole Star.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
that finally came in. So that's number 22. But I have 23 and 24 coming in the mail soon too.
God. Is it the number you told me? Like if you actually were doing like all the colors, like the whole rainbow, it's like 50.
Like if I wanted every single variation on every
the
color,
6 1-of-1s, and
with the 6 1-of-1s, it was like 46.
God,
but once it gets to gold, I want 1 gold, 1 black, and I'm calling it complete.
Yeah,
like, that's as far as I'm going. But
they're pretty cards.
Yeah, but I'm really thinking about taking this. Where is it? I just had it. I'm thinking about taking this Robert Covington 1-of-1 to the card show next weekend, just to see if people are interested. I mean, it's like a $200 card.
Can't hurt. Just take.
I figured since it's in Houston, Rockets.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it makes sense. I mean, this is the place to
if I was going to wheel a deal somewhere, like with a 1-of-1, I figure it can't hurt.
Yeah. Because I mean, all those card shows around here, you see all the Astro stuff. You don't see as much. I see some Rocket stuff. You don't see tons, but I mean, I feel like
you see some. It's very selective.
I think it's just because the players right now they just don't have the guys. But like you'd see, like if Harden was, it was back when you saw like Harden and Chris Paul and.
Well, I do have a Harden that's like a red shimmer out of 88. So.
Dude, this shit sucks. Why isn't this working? There we go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. That's what I need.
Yeah. Okay. The military play sets, the little army guys who never move, but you just set up. Oh god, yeah, remember those pieces.
It's gonna be dope. Alright, look at this fucker. Holy shit. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this thing. This thing is fucking gnarly, man. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Let's open this. This thing is absolutely massive, as you guys can see. Look at that. It's just fucking huge. I don't want to mess it up. An official unboxing of the Art of G.I. Joe Omnibus hardcover. Holy cow. We're going to fix the camera one more time.
I think that thing costs like $20 to ship media mail. I would hate to see what the cost is, like UPS, like ground or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have to go grade the Spencer Jones prospect card.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you too. I don't know if you saw the top 100 24 prospects just came out, and your boy can't remember if it was Baseball America or the MLB Pipeline, but Dominguez had risen up to 16.
Oh, did he?
Because I couldn't remember. I thought you had sold your Dominguez cards, but I didn't know if you held on to any. So I just
I still have I have his Mojo, and I still have a couple of like prospect, like colored stuff that I was planning on grading.
Yeah, but I would think that would be good to, with that coming out and get it graded now, especially going into the season. That's probably pretty good.
Into spring training, like he did well at last year's spring training too. So I feel like
he didn't have that many at bats last year and had 4 home runs.
Right. His first at bat he hit a home run.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally sitting down, like at my seat, and then just getting to the game kind of late, and he hit a home run. And I was like, I
remember you texting him.
Oh yeah, the crazy part was like I was debating between the Honda level seats, or Crawford boxes. Like I was debating between the two, so that would have been insane to like go to a game because I sold 2 of his
and actually get the ball
and actually get the home run.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would have been like relatively close into his home run area.
All right. This is worth getting the lighting set up correctly because this is fucking amazing. Holy cow. Let's do this. So, can you talk a little bit about this, Nate, and like what's going on with this, and do you know who these guys are?
I don't. I watched something. It was a long time ago about the guys who are working on creating this, and so I think if like the front part, and I want to say it's also like in the back, there are a couple of guys who were the ones who created all this and got did all the interviews with the folks that worked at Hasbro and gotten all of the. There's a lot of detail in there where it starts talking about like how they got the imaging for the artwork, like for the older folks who remember what Kodak is. They start talking about like the Kodachrons and like why they have the images like larger and the others, but they also start talking about like, for example, like the original artwork for Duke, and you notice like the Duke artwork on the card is the same for his Tiger Force. They literally took that original art and it just painted over it for Tiger Force. So all that original art for the guys who became like Night Force, Tiger Force, the Slaughter Marauders. They literally just kind of repainted over all that stuff, and so it's.
This looks like
I think there's some good YouTube videos talking with like the folks from Hasbro, like some of the stories about like with Cobra Commander, the mail away, and how much bigger it was, and than they expected, and things of that nature.
Dude,
but I don't know the
prints.
backstory of how they got started.
Look at these. These are all badass, really high quality, like prints. Not prints, maybe. Not high quality prints, but they're nice.
But if you went to like a comic show, and if like Frank Welker or some of the different guys who did voices, those would be nice to get signed.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
These are awesome. That's great. Wow, look at that.
Ooh, I have a shoebox with that on.
Ooh, look how good that Viper looks, man.
They also talked about within the book about going from the explosions to the tech, kind of like in that. I guess it was the series in '86 with Beachhead and the Viper, about going to like that more technical background.
Yeah, the digital.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Came in a really big, huge freaking folder. That's really nice. All right, here is the Omnibus. Holy cow. Oh,
yeah, getting that thing out takes some work.
Oh, my God, you guys. Oh.
It is cool how they made the Omnibus case like the carrying case for the figures.
It's got Larry Hama as Tunnel Rat.
There you go. And then Law and Order is one of the, I can't remember if that's Ron Rudat. Who they modeled that after.
Oh my God, you guys, this thing is fucking massive. It's got a big, huge, beautiful dust cover.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And there's a lot of stuff in
that.
there. The pictures are from the people who were on the Kickstarter. Like,
how cool would that be able to send your pic? Because we all have pictures like this of us.
Did you remember? Like I sent you guys a picture when I was in North Carolina, like last week, working on the flag. I did not know about the Kickstarter. The good part was after they got it launched, like they still had copies available, so you could I guess maybe print to order or whatever along those lines, so you can still get it.
That's super cool. Look how beautiful this is. Oh my God, man. Signed by, I don't know if that's really signed. Hopefully it is. Maybe. I doubt it.
I don't think it is. I think it's printed.
Introduction, restoring. Oh, they talk about restoring. It looks like it's actual signed. That's weird.
They kind of did that with the, I think it must be the same thing they used for like the Hiss HasLab, because one of the boxes, the figure looks like it's signed by Ron Rudat, who designed the Hiss driver, but it's not. When I first saw it, I thought it was actual autograph.
It's got all the ephemera, all the ads.
And they even show you like all the differences, like little tweaks between like the art, what they started off with, and then what like the end product was. Because like right there, like with the Cobra Trooper and Cobra Officer, the Cobra Officer ended up having a silver logo, but initially they even talk about how he had a red logo, but they wanted to distinguish the officer from the trooper.
Yeah, that's interesting. Look at that. Yep, original art. There's the silver logo. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome. This is perfect for G.I. Joe fans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, the little advertisements. Look at this.
The crazy part is when he starts talking about a lot of the folks, like the original art, they don't know like what even happened to it with like a lot of pieces, which is sad.
Original,
I mean, it's just still iconic.
Look at this. This is the original sketches of Cobra Commander, the officer, commando or trooper. Ace, the original sketch. Oh man.
And one thing he talked about with Cobra Commander, the face mask, the reason they didn't make him, when he said that when he was designing Cobra Commander, he didn't make him like a certain like gender or different color or whatever that, because he wanted the basically that character could be anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone could be the leader of the bad guys. So he was hoping it would take off and catch more interest that way. And it did.
The joy and pain of Toy Fair. They talk about their first Toy Fair. The first vehicles. Wow.
You know what's crazy is that like my grandmother worked for Sears for 50 years, and I never had any of the Sears like special items.
That's very crazy, dude. Because I had most of my early vehicles were Sears ones, like the Dreadnoughts.
I would get the wish list, like the catalog, but like when it came to like the Dreadnought piece or like the Missile Command or any of that stuff, I never had that, and it wasn't in the Sears catalog either. I thought this was really cool about like how they came up with the name for the Baroness.
It's from this?
Mm-hmm.
What are these? Are these like books?
Yeah, it's like an old series from back in like
that looks 70s. Like 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe even 60s, huh?
Here's the case. Look at this.
AOA, it's true.
Show the case. That's why the book looks like this, because it's got the original display case. Wow,
yeah.
Dude. One of my favorite all-time Joes was the Gung Ho and his dress.
Gung Ho and the dress blues?
Yeah. This is the guy, Hector Garrido. Yeah, I think it's Garrido. I might be saying it wrong. Please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. But he's the guy who did all the original G.I. Joe art. He passed away in 2020. But could you imagine having some of his original art on this stuff?
That'd be a dream come true.
Yeah, he designed a lot of this. I mean, this is all him. All the Snake Eyes, the Storm Shadow. He's from Brazil. I think we talked about him last week. It'd be cool to find his very first, some of his really early work, because he did a ton of comic books and pulps.
One interesting thing about the Cobra Commander, when they first did the mail away, they didn't expect it, to get that many people to redeem. So at that point, they were like, we've got to have an enemy. We don't have the design yet, so we'll have the redemption. And so that's when they put in, send like the 2 flag points and 50 cents and send it in. They did that over the holidays, and someone said like, well, how many do you think you're going to get? And they were like, well, maybe we'll get like 5,000 people who will be interested in sending the letter. I think it was Ron Rudat. He got in a call, like, I guess it was like at Christmas or the day after Christmas, saying, "You got to get down here." There were 100 or 150,000 letters. They had bags and bags. Wow. They had nowhere else to put like all these bags of mail to redeem for the Cobra Commander.
Wow. That would be so cool, man. Could you imagine? Like, that's the moment you know that this is a hit.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, man.
This is cool. Like, you know, like right there we have the Major Blood. Having the file card, and Major Blood's had G.I. Joe on there instead of Cobra on the bottom of his file card.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. And it had like I think there were 2 different versions of Major Blood on at least the file card, because it talked about how he liked poetry. And then I think there was 2 different ones, depending on which file card you had.
The controversial Major Blood offer. The free Cobra Commander, leader of the enemy army flag points promotion that ran in the fall '82 was unparalleled success. They shipped 125,000 Cobra Commander figures to excited collectors. In addition to the enemy leader, Hasbro also shipped the postcard seen here. This example is dated January 25th, 1983. The controversial offer required collectors to buy 3 new figures between January 25th and February 28th, cut out the faces out of the front of the card backs, and mail them in with dated sales receipt and 50 cents. Letters flooded Hasbro asking why collectors had to buy 3 more figures, and when they had already bought all 11, why they needed a sales receipt, and why flag points were not used for this promotion. Hasbro responded to the letters with the letters shown to the right. The motion was clear out the 82 product that was sticking to shelves. The reason for this promotion was to clear out the product sticking to the shelves right after Christmas to make way for the upcoming 83 product. Wow.
Some things at Hasbro don't change.
Nope. I always loved this artwork on the seal.
Oh, yeah, Torpedo. It's great.
Here we go with the cartoon. Collecting cartoon art. Wow. Here's the press kit. 83, first animated made-for-TV miniseries press kit art. Wow, look at that.
I would love to see that press kit, because like I've seen a press kit for the 86 Transformers movie. A friend of mine had one, and I've seen one on eBay. Like, they don't come up often. I've never seen one of these.
That looks amazing. Look at Timber. Oh, that's so cool, dude. The comic. Talk about the comic, which is dope. All the advertisements. Man, this is so cool. I want to get to some of the cooler rare stuff. You got the silver Grand Slam, right?
Grand Slam.
Yeah. That's a tough figure.
Yeah.
Because they didn't put them
Especially
all
keep it clean.
they didn't put them all in all the jump packs, right? Only certain ones.
Yeah, and you could get the jump pack from ordering it in as well, just by itself.
Yeah.
Without Grand Slam. But that silver, it wore real easily.
Yeah, it was a repaint, one of the first repaints, right?
Yeah. Because you had them with the red, they came with the Howl.
Dude, look at these.
I never knew about these. Like, these were like the first time I'd seen like these books that they had. Because some of the artwork thought was really cool.
Great.
So I started seeing them on eBay after I looked through here.
What are they?
They just had like different adventures, just other like books I guess you would have found like maybe at a book fair when you're in elementary school or something along those lines. But I wasn't familiar with them. I'd never seen them.
Earl Norham is the artist. Wow, look at that.
That was one of the interesting parts when they started talking about like these books and other things they would basically use freelancers or third parties for. And a lot of folks didn't remember who they asked to commission some of these paintings. So it was surprising when you started kind of reading through some of these that no one can put their finger on who did what at times.
So this right here is when G.I. Joe became G.I. Joe to me. 84 figures, the 84 and 85 figures. You've got one of my all-time favorite figures when I first got into G.I. Joe, Flamethrower. I traded an extra Storm Shadow for this figure because I could never find this figure. And my friend down the block, I had a Storm Shadow that I lost the little knife on the back, so I didn't care about it as much.
Is that the one you said you opened up in the car and they told you not to open it up and you lost it?
Yeah. So I can never find Blowtorch ever. And dude, look how badass his art on his card is. Cool. So good. But the figure, it just looks like, for a little kid, it had all the hoses and the mask and the oxygen tanks, and it was just such a dope figure, man. That was my favorite figure. I think that's
why this series was so great, because these were the first ones, like, with Firefly, he came with the phone, he came with the separate parts that you put on his backpack. Scrap Iron came with the missile launchers. Storm Shadow came with the bow, the nunchucks, the two swords. I mean, like,
top 10 favorite all-time figure, of course. Firefly is just, I love collecting Firefly variants. Then we've
think about that series for Cobra: Storm Shadow, Firefly,
dude.
Scrap Iron, Baroness, and you think about the drivers: Copperhead and Wild Weasel.
Yeah, Copperhead's a great figure too. First figure with a animal, right?
Yeah, him and Spirit and Freedom, first ones.
Yep. Damn, dude. And of course, Roadblock, one of the biggest badasses in G.I. Joe. Such a great figure.
I just remember I was always so confused because they had, the 2 series before that, Rock and Roll is a machine gunner, and then I'm like, they got another machine gunner?
Yeah. But
how many do you need?
Yeah, he's the heavy machine gunner though, right?
His tripod was awesome.
Yeah.
But do they aim like stormtroopers, kind of?
Look how beautiful that looks, dude. That just looks how bright white that figure is. Oh, man. You don't see them like that bright anymore. You just don't. Spirit, such a great fucking figure, too. I didn't like Scrap Iron as a kid because I hated getting Scrap Iron's missile thing in extra weapons packs.
I love that thing. I just remember seeing the brochure and seeing that. I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy comes with a missile launcher. I just couldn't believe that. Just loved it. Day one.
Damn, Storm Shadow's a badass. Look at this art. That looks so good.
Did I ever tell you the story about me finding a bunch of G.I. Joe figures for Christmas? And oh my God. I had to tell my mom because she'd hid all the, like, it was this series. She had hid like all the figures in a suitcase in the guest room closet, and every time she would go to the grocery store, I would go and like pull the suitcase out and just lay them on the floor and look at them. And I felt so guilty as a kid when I just couldn't hold the secret any longer, and so I went crying to my mom, telling her I'd ruined Christmas and I'd found all my toys and Santa wasn't coming.
I did the same thing, dude, but my mom, I said I wanted them early, and my mom said, go fuck yourself. And it was Optimus Prime, and she took him back to the store. She made me take him back to the store. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom always told me that the worst thing that she ever did to me was when we were in a store once, and we went by the He-Man stuff, and she let me grab one and put it in the cart, and that was the second I put 2 and 2 together that you could take the toys from the store and take them home if your parents let you. And she's like, it was over from there. She's like, we used to be able to walk through stores and you would be like, oh, those are cool, look how cool those are. But the second I showed you 2 and 2, yeah. All right, let's get to the 85. Oh, look how beautiful that is, dude. So gorgeous.
Also, this part too about the art, they talked about how they used a lot of the same images because, like, you can only come up with so many different ways. They're like, if you look at Dusty, it's the same action as Grunt. Same with like Shockwave and Major Blood. I don't think I'd ever really paid that much attention to it until I started reading through that.
That's a great point. Yep. All right, Zartan.
Yeah.
Now, Zartan is my second favorite G.I. Joe. Just because I remember the story. We could never find Zartan ever. And somebody told me that they had them at Service Merchandise, and so I convinced my dad to take me to Service Merchandise to get this. And I didn't know it was a vehicle. I thought it was in a pack, like a regular GI Joe package. And they never put Zartan in a single card until the Japan Takara and the India set. They did him just a single card without the chameleon that you had to put together. And getting home with that box, how cool Zartan's toy looked, and getting that box home, opening it up, and then seeing that you could take that face, the extra face that was, you could put it in his backpack and then put it on him, and it sat in the hood, was the coolest thing ever.
It fit perfect too.
Yeah. And then you found out that he turned blue. It was fucking so cool. This is the greatest vehicle G.I. Joe figure ever right here.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, does this thing really change colors? And you put it out in the sun, and it did. But I was with you. I was like, man, I love how they put him on the back with that artwork with all the other figures, so you could see who came out in that series.
Yep.
But I wish they, I was always surprised that they did it for him, but they didn't do it for Tomex and Zaymot. I like that part, even though they came with a vehicle. I like that they had art back there.
I agree. Well, the greatest thing about Zartan was he was like a dickhead, man. He was. I loved how he was in the cartoon. There it is. Here you guys can see. Look how great that box looks. I have one of these downstairs. Yeah, I got it opened. I got it at one of the places I took Dino, this flea market here in the valley, Brass Armadillo. And I found one of these. It was open, but it was all in perfect condition, and they wanted like $100, and I was like, sold. And if you look at the file card, there's two different file cards from Zartan.
Yeah.
What is the reason, Nate?
Yeah, because isn't there one that talks about like his mental condition, and they had to change it?
Extreme paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah.
They had to take that out of the card. So I wish I would have collected these cards back when I first got into eBay. They were so cheap back then. And it'd be cool to have one of these in like really good condition, get it PSA graded. Okay, next comes in my G.I. Joe world, the Rattler. The greatest G.I. Joe vehicle plane. I like it better than the Sky Striker. I like it better than any other plane because this made me fall in love with the design of the A-10 Thunderbolt. If you guys know what the A-10 Thunderbolt is, it's the baddest motherfucking plane in the world. It's like I was working on a project for the A-10 Thunderbolt, and we had one of the guys I worked with was in Iraq at the time in the 90s, and he said that whenever the A-10 would show up and you would hear it, you knew everything was going to be okay because this thing would just take out any tanks or anything. It was like that type of good feeling that they got, the morale that they got when the A-10 showed up. And the A-10 is just such a badass plane, and the Rattler looks just like it to me, right? And my parents, when we were kids, we had, as soon as you walked in the house, you had two coat closets right next to each other. And my parents, for my birthday, they put a toy in each closet, or they put the Rattler in one side, and then they put an envelope of how much the Rattler cost in the other. And they said, you can pick which one you want. And I didn't know what was in the other closet. I just knew that there was an envelope of money in the one on the right. And I took the one on the left, and it was the Rattler inside, unopened. And it was just my parents doing that to me. I was, 5 years old, and 6 years old when they did that to me. It's left such a lasting impression on me. You know what I mean? Like, that's a cool thing for you parents out there that have young kids. The more things you do like that with your kids, those memories you create, they are so fucking important. They are so important. So make sure you do shit like that. Oh man, super cool.
One last thing about the Rattler too is that I love the battle damage panels.
Yes.
It was the only G.I. Joe plane that ever came with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that part was awesome. And then how the wings turned up. I mean, it was just the Night Raven. I thought gave it a good push for like the best plane, but like the Rattler was always number one.
My next vehicle I got was this guy right here, Cobra Water Moccasin. I thought it was so cool, man. Such a cool vehicle because it had that little thing on the underneath that would you could pretend would shoot out. It was like your getaway vehicle, right?
Oh, and that the little sled.
Yeah,
the one
sled.
other thing is about the Stinger with the Jeep that's beside that. They talk in the book about the art, and if you notice how like it gets more disproportionate when they had to paint over like the G.I. Joe Jeep to get this one.
Yeah.
They're like, the tire's too high, so it makes it look like it's almost on two wheels, and so they had some issues with the art on that part.
Here's the this was another crazy vehicle that my dad put in a pool, and when he put it in a pool, I started getting the G.I. Joe. Me and my brother started getting the stuff that you could take in the pool. So we got the killer whale and we got the hydrofoil that year, and I remember just taking all like that was more just great fun. Deep Six. I hated Deep Six because of how big Deep Six was the figure, but it was
I remember
cool.
getting that from my godparents, and I remember putting him in the bathtub with a little pump. That thing never worked, and you couldn't do anything with him. That was the only problem. Like he had to lay there. Like he was not a good figure.
No. Okay.
I liked the Slugger because that was the first tank that you could actually put someone in and close the door.
Yeah. I didn't have the Slugger. I didn't have any of these. I didn't have the Mark II Vamp. I didn't have any of these. Look how beautiful that art is. Holy shit, man. There's the battle damage. So cool. And I loved how it had instead of you have the Gatling gun on the bottom here, but you also had this up top. That was so cool. And they had the pilot's name was cool, Wild Weasel.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen, but they actually package him separately. And I want to say it's I can't remember. I think it's the India. You can buy him as a separate figure, and the art's it's not the best, but it's not bad.
This is cool. See the pictures, hear the story, read the book. All right, 85, baby. Here we go.
I love Alpine Bazooka. I remember when I saw these characters come out, I was like, Bazooka. I'm like, this guy's just got like a tank top on or like a football uniform. I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then when I watched the cartoon, I was like, oh my God, Alpine and Bazooka are the best.
Dusty was the first figure I ever got to buy at a store. Like I saw him on the rack new, and I was like, I wanted this one. Because he had the cool cloth. And you could hide him in the desert, and we always played in like the desert, Look how badass Crimson Guard is though, dude. Such a cool figure. The color of the suit is like that maroonish red. Just so good. The silver it just pops. And then of course the Dreadnoks greatest.
Yeah. Finally got the Dreadnoks.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
The only issue with like this series is if you think about it on the cartoon, a lot of them were already in the cartoon by that time because in the Revenge of Cobra, all the Dreadnoks made their appearance. The Crimson Guard actually makes his appearance, and then Lady J, Flint, and the new Snake Eyes are all in there.
I couldn't stand this Lady J figure. It was so terrible, lime green.
Like it.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything. Flint was one of my favorite all-time figures. He looked so good holding a gun as a figure.
He was hard to find. I found him one time. Quick Kick. I had a hard time finding too.
I could never find Quick Kick. I finally ended up getting him in a mail away. I think right. A freaking gung ho, so badass with the parrot.
Shipwreck.
Ripper. I mean, Shipwreck. Sorry, what did I say? Gung ho, dude.
This is
the all-time greatest G.I. Joe figure, hands down, bar none. Best looking figure, best accessories, best backstory. Everything about this figure is nostalgia to me. Is my childhood, man. The version 2 Snake Eyes with Timber. He's got the badass Cyclops style eye gear that makes him so badass. The grenades across his chest. He was a badass ninja. Had that sword that he came with that went in his backpack. Had the Uzi still. The Uzi was a badass gun. Damn.
It's really hard to upgrade from like that first figure because it's so iconic. It's amazing they were able to do it so well with Snake Eyes.
Yeah. What a great design.
And the Cobras in this, you know, the Snow Serpent and like the Televiper and the
Great
Cobra
figure.
Eel, they just knocked it out with those guys.
Tomax and Zammot.
I love Tomax and Zammot.
Yeah, great characters, great design on the characters, great backstory, how they finish each other's sentences, just perfectly created character.
And they talk about it in there that originally they were just going to do one, and then someone does, well, can you have a twin? And so they just kind of ran with it from there. But originally it was just supposed to be one and not two.
So good. I remember how they came with that thing that you put on
the zip line, or
the zip line.
Whatever. Yeah. Trying to find those in good condition, like mint on card, because of those mirrors.
Yeah.
Because they get beat up. It's really, really hard.
Yeah. Hooded Cobra Commander. The file cards. I always remember just the different peach and the silvers. There are multiple. There's 6 different ones. What?
Yeah, a lot of different buzzers, different things.
Alpine, Airtight, Bazooka, Barbecue. I didn't like Barbecue. I always thought Barbecue was cheesy. Awesome. Look how great that art looks. You don't see that.
You don't get the full part on the cards.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cover Girl, the first real cool chick after Scarlet, because Lady J sucks so bad. And all Cover Girl did was sat in a tank. Fucking Ripper. Look how good that looks. Holy shit. That's great too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Look at that. That design art. Look how good that looks. It'd be cool to own that.
Yeah.
I always liked the Televipers. I don't know why, man. I always thought they were cool.
Too.
I had a bunch of them for some reason.
Yeah, and then when they start getting into this series, they start talking about the vehicles. They do start talking about the flag and about, you know, hey, let's try and see how expensive we can make something and sell it.
The little Cobra Trouble Bubbles. I had a bunch of these. I love those, dude.
I can never figure out what that little round pod was.
Wasn't it like a mine, an air mine or something?
I just was like, what are you supposed to do with this thing?
Yeah, that's cool. The battle armor, the snake battle armor, so goofy.
I never had the snake.
I had these, the little night landing boats, because I thought it looked so cool with Firefly in it.
And it came with all the little parts in it too.
Yep, little axe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge layer, the motorcycle. I had one of these, the Mauler.
Believe it or not, I just got one when he was over. I was showing him, and it actually came with the driver, and he had it came with heavy metal, and it came with a microphone.
Oh wow, you got lucky, bro.
Yeah.
Snowcat was such a great vehicle because you could put Joes on it, and they looked great when you put a bunch of Joes on it.
Remember the windshield? It looked like it was frosted.
Yep.
Except for the part where the windshield wipers covered.
Man, look how beautiful that art is. All right, we're not going to go through the whole thing, guys, but we got a couple more we got to hit. Some great years coming up. Look at these. Commando Attack Game. Milton Bradley Puzzles. This has got everything.
Dude, I never saw that backpack as a kid, like the Firefly Saboteur toolkit.
I've never seen that either, no.
I was like, that's cool.
I remember these. All right, here we go. I still have mine. I have everything that came with it, even the little package that said your name that you chose. All right, here we go. 86. Such a great year, man. Bats and the battle androids are so cool. Greatest all-time G.I. Joe figures, top 5. Beachhead's cool. I like Beachhead, especially in the cartoon. He's cool, but his figure wasn't as cool as he was in the cartoon.
Yeah, the character was way cooler than the figure.
Yeah. Dial Tone was a dope ass figure, man. The way him and Flint looked great holding the guns. There's certain ways you set up G.I. Joe, especially when you want the two hands on a gun. Oh man, Mindbender.
Did you like Mindbender? I never cared for Mindbender.
I thought it was a cool figure because it came with the cape and the accessories. I thought the accessories are cool. His little torture device thing.
I can never really figure out what that thing was. Like what I was supposed to use it for.
I wasn't a fan of Iceberg. I wasn't a fan of Hawk. I loved Leatherneck. I thought Lifeline is cool looking art and stuff, but I didn't like his character.
I was about to say, I think it was the opposite of Beachhead. I liked the figure. I hated the character in the show.
Mainframe, terrible character, but cool art. Low Light, one of the best G.I. Joes ever. Sniper, so good in the cartoon and the movies. Monkey Wrench, another Dreadnought. Roadblock version 2. Got a big ass massive gun again. All right, here we go. Vipers, one of the coolest G.I. Joe figures of all time. Love the variants on these. There's a ton of them. Wetsuit, great figure, great looking figure. Xandar, Zartan's brother, goofy looking figure, but cool design, cool thought. Why didn't they make him? Oh, he does change colors. Okay.
Uh-huh. And when you get into the Zorana, it talks about the difference, the heads.
Yeah, the different heads.
Helps.
Such a great figure Zorana is. I wasn't a fan of Xandar in the cartoons. He felt like he was kind of a pussy, and his sister was fucking straight evil. Yes. You know what I mean? She was
almost like a throwaway.
Yeah, he was like a throwaway, but she was a fucking badass. I love how they're all Australian too. Here we go. Some of the proto sculpts. Sergeant Slaughter, weapons packs. Here's the Brazil, Special Missions Brazil set that we always talk about in market reports that sell for so much. Weapons packs were great. All the, here we go, Starduster. Rare figure. Here's how you get them. And then it gets movie time, where we'll probably stop, but holy cow, this is great. We'll come back for more. Man, look at that. The Conquest. I remember showing my uncle this.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
They go into all that design.
Yeah. Air Chariot of Serpentor. Such a great, another classic figure, classic character, created character.
I love the Night Raven because it had this separate little plane.
I agree.
And I loved how the bottom came out to put the pilots in.
Do you know that's based on real thing? The SR-71 had a version of it that had an extra little plane that sat on the back. As a matter of fact, check this out. I'll show you this. This is crazy. So it had... Let's see here.
I'm filling out my PSA submission right now.
Nice.
So the original version of that... Here, watch this. They went to go do a test of it, and watch what happens. This is crazy.
This for the first flight of the MD-21. The flight was conducted on December 22nd, 1964.
See it on the back?
Oh, yeah.
This is crazy.
Approaching the predetermined release point, the launch control officer turned on the fuel and ignited the engine. After engine thrust reached the necessary level, the launch thrust light came on. Burner pressure gauge verified proper engine thrust. The control officer then threw the aircraft.
Look at that. Just like the Night Raven, where it sits on the back fin like that in between. And then during that time, watch what happens. It hits the wing of the SR-71 and it blows the whole thing up.
Yeah, I just didn't even think that was possible, so I just assumed that it was a G.I. Joe, just as Hasbro designed that.
Yeah. So they canceled.
Wow.
Yeah. So they canceled. Obviously, they canceled that design. But yeah, that's exactly what that was. I love the Strato Viper figure design. He's a cool figure. I always liked the Cobra Stun Driver too. It was a cool figure.
I never liked the stun. The stun itself, I just did not like.
So I didn't have a flag.
The fire bat that came with the.
Yeah, I didn't have the flag, USS flag, but I had the Terradrome, and the fire bat is one of the best designed pilots. It's so cool, and the plane that comes out is cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, he has like a little parachute pack too that he straps on.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Conquest. There is Sergeant Slaughter. And here we go. The Dreadnoks vehicles. I had all these, man.
The Thunder Machine was cool.
So cool, man. So cool. And then these are just
I just remember I hated the Havoc. And it was the first guy who was like from North Carolina, like the first G.I. Joe guy from North Carolina. Like, this is Cross Country's the guy. I'm like, oh, come on.
And then my favorite...
Oh, the Tomahawk.
Yeah, the Tomahawk was my favorite vehicle for G.I. Joe. It had so many cool places to put Joes, and it had the little thing that drops down from the middle that you could hang Joes from. Yeah,
because I used to put Airborne on that, just like the card. Fit on the Dragonfly.
Man, this is awesome. What is this? Here's your chance. That's interesting. Hasbro Direct Year 2 art. Oh, look how good that looks, man. What is this stuff?
Those are like those other books and stuff they would do separately.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know about those. I'll have to take a look at those. And then, fuck this up. Hold on here. I think I got it.
And I think this is when they started the magazine.
Yeah, we'll save 87 on. What is this? Inhumanoids.
Oh yeah, did you know about this? So
no,
I loved Inhumanoids, but like the actually very last episode, there's a pilot, and it's I think Ace's real name is like Brad Armbrister, something like along those lines. And they show him and like some other folks in Sky Strikers, and they get shot down attacking. I want to say it was Slither. Yeah, it wasn't like. So they released the 3 big Inhumanoids, Metlar, Tendril, and Decompose. But Slither came later in the series. And he got shot, or his plane got destroyed by Slither. And they ended up taking the remains of the Sky Striker and then basically making him into... that was the only way they could save Ace. And they made him into like one of the characters.
Wow.
One of the superheroes.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. All right, we'll save the rest for later. But yeah, I just wanted to show everybody how badass this is. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen and one of the coolest things I've ever received. And Nate, thank you, brother. Seriously.
Oh, yeah, man. I thought you'd appreciate it just from all the stuff we talked about in the past with G.I. Joe. I was like, it definitely brings back the memories. And especially learning, if you like the old stuff, like, how they came up with some of the designs and seeing the original art. It's really something.
It's absolutely amazing, dude. That is super, super cool, and I'm super stoked about that, man. So let me get this going again here. All right. So for anybody out there that's wanting to grab one of those, it's fucking worth it. Holy shit, man. That thing's crazy. Nutso.
I think the website's 3djoes.com.
3djoes.com.
I think that's it.
All right. It's going to be a workout putting that thing away, dude. Holy cow. Jesus. Smokey Collect says, dolls?
I finally scaled it back to all my cards. I'm doing 40 card submission.
For PSA?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I know.
Didn't you just get back like 25 cards?
Yeah. How many have I sold? Like 3. But I'm thinking, I'm really considering like maybe like doing like a repack thing situation.
Repack.
But, yeah, where I take all the cards and then like figure out
mystery
the,
pack.
Like doing like a mystery pack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and doing it that way, separating it by sports.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like multiple slabs, or do like one slab and just like other ungraded in mystery packs, or
Probably multiple slabs, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing multiple slabs, like, and try to.
Don't put my Singa in there.
No, Singa's. I have that set aside.
Okay.
I've got some interesting stuff for Drum Alert tonight. Some thieves are out there, you guys. Some people stealing some stuff. So let's get into it.
What is up, Drummler? Into the news. Into the news.
Oh boy. So caught on camera. 35,000 Pokemon trading cards stolen from San Jose business. Look at this. Come on, what's going on here? Chop, chop. Okay, it doesn't want to play it. But look at this.
Dante, please, stay with the side. Going out with your hands up and arms. We'll go back together.
What is this? Stolen Pokemon. A collectible trading card store in San Jose is sharing surveillance video of their break-in from Wednesday. More than 35,000 Pokemon cards were taken. They edited the video to take this bad time and find a little humor in it. So these are the guys that I guess stole a bunch of their shit. Anybody in the San Jose area? And then here's another sale in
nationally
Oakland.
known institution.
I mean, they're getting everything, man. All the cards, all the games. Thieves.
Dante, please, stay with the side. Going out with
And that kind of looks like a store that's just like kind of starting up too, right?
Yeah. Tofu's Trading is a collectible card store that carry Pokemon and collectibles. It's interesting. Man, it feels like every couple of months we got a new security camera. I feel like these security cameras are great, but what's the point? Like, other than just to try to get their faces.
If everyone's masked up and all that.
But like, I feel like part of the reason of having the security camera is like so you can get to your shit. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Like, I want to stop them from taking my shit, but that ain't happening.
I mean, that's kind of like based on like a state by state case too, right?
Jesus, man.
Like, you know, Texas people can come gun in the blaze, and I'm assuming Arizona's the kind of the same way. Is Ohio like that?
Yeah, I think Ohio's pretty chill about that.
It's pretty chill about that because, like, the phrase around Texas is shoot first, ask questions later. I mean, that's a state motto, didn't you?
Let's see if they've found out anything
It's
since.
really not. People are looking it up, hopefully, right now.
You don't have some landmines, you're not, don't have real security, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't have like at least like 5 gun racks on your cars.
He just walks straight out with it.
Just walks straight out.
Look at that. Me. I'll take this.
And,
oh, that's been happening at Lego stores too. Have you seen those videos?
Jesus, man.
I feel like it's Raising Arizona. Remember that movie? I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got in the drawer.
Yeah. Man. Could be worse. Could be guys boosting product that they supposed to be putting out on the shelves from MJ Holdings. Poor Pokemon fans. That's a bummer. But if you guys know of anything or hear anything, make sure to call the authorities and let me know if any of you guys are out in the San Jose area. That
do you see what Big Remo put? That shop is down the street from me.
Oh shit! That shop is down the street from me. Wow. There you go. Find out if they ever got their shit back. So, all right. So this is pretty good. I saw this on Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Our boy Robbie L says, thrilled that this character I created for Marvel continues to yield success for all involved. I felt like a little bit of like a shot, right? Is that kind of a shot to somebody? I feel like it's some kind of a shot. And then I see... let's see if we can find it. He made a comment about how he's not a co-creator. And that really surprised me, right? Because that's the story of Deadpool, right? He co-created it with Fabian, right? Does he fight against that?
Wait, say that again?
He co-created Deadpool with Fabian Nicieza, right? Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah.
And he's so Rob put this out, thrilled that this character I created for Marvel continues to yield success for all involved. And there was this thing that he had said where it was he was saying that he's not a co-creator of Deadpool, which was very interesting.
That Liefeld saying that, or Fabian?
Yeah, right here. He says, I had a couple encounters recently that only reinforced the need that the facts of creator creation, the details, are often misunderstood and misconstrued. The process is often simple but purposely made complicated. For many of my peers experience the same. And he says, I grew up loving Tony Isabella. And this is what Tony Isabella posted. He says, I grew up loving Tony. This is what Rob posted. I grew up loving Tony Isabella's work. I bought Black Lightning #1 off the newsstand, and I relate to his sentiments. There's no co in my contract either. Writer, artist, creator on over 70 characters at Marvel as well. And Tony Isabella put out this post that said, posted again because there are so many assholes in comics. I am the creator of Black Lightning, not a co-creator. Everything vital to the character was created before I pitched him to DC. Recognizing that, DC listed me as the solo creator up until the moment I inquired about buying out their share of the character. Then my friend Trevor was named as co-creator 2 years after the first appearance of Black Lightning. So I guess this was him complaining about it. Do you guys know anything about what's the problem? Is there issues with the creation of Black Lightning with Tony Isabella? You guys heard anything? It says, if Black Lightning was created today, it would definitely be labeled a co-creation with Trevor Von Eden. His role was absolutely one of the co-creation, just as Bill Fingers was with Bob Kane, Tony Moore's was with Rob Kirkman, and Steve Ditko's was with Sam Lee. So these are people responding to Rob saying, that he's not a co-creator either. It sounds like somebody's pissed that people are saying that he's a co-creator of Deadpool and not the creator of Deadpool, right?
Yeah, he wants all the credit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Shout out to Thor for subbing up. Appreciate that. Daniel Best says we should talk about that particular creation, Black Lightning, that is. There's a backstory to it that you're probably not aware of. Creator of Deadpool is Fabian Nicieza and Rob Liefeld. Huh. Is it possible to add credit to the person who gave life to Deadpool, Joe Kelly, which a lot of us agree with? That's interesting, man.
Oh, because he had the ongoing series.
Mm-hmm.
Next time he's on one of his Whatnot live streams, someone needs to ask him about it.
Well, guess what, dude?
Rants.
What do you
did?
Guess what? I think our boy Robbie L is live right now.
Is, something else on those streams.
Let's go take a look. Come on, what's going on here? Search. Is he live? Is he not live? Did he just go live? I think he's live tonight, isn't he? Am I wrong? Let's take a look. I wonder what he's pissed off about.
Maybe it's 501 G.
Okay, here I am. It's Rob. We are getting close to another killer live stream, and we are going to be debuting. Oh, yeah, we got him in the Lounge Fly.
So, yeah, he's live tonight on Whatnot. Look at that.
Look at that picture. Jesus.
Good old Robbie Liefeld. Robbie Liefeld. Why doesn't it show his shows?
Same haircut since 1991.
Yeah.
Huh. It's weird that they don't push his
Did he block
his
you
shows.
for? Did he block you for showing his shows on this podcast?
I doubt that. He doesn't know about
I'm
this
just
fucking
joking.
channel. That would be crazy if he did. Unless Whatnot said, hey, you need to block these guys. They're showing your users. Here we go. Shows. SMZ. What are these? Stash Loot. What are these? Everybody, that's tonight. Huh. Anyway.
Maybe it's already over. Or maybe it hasn't started since he's West Coast.
It might. What time is it? What are you talking about? It's fucking 10 p.m., man. He should have started that shit. 10 p.m. on the West Coast. There
Is
should
it
be a
10
way
p.m. on
to-
the West Coast?
Yeah.
I thought it was 9.
No. Oh, it is 9 in California. Yeah, you're right. I think Arizona is the West Coast for some reason in my head.
No, I mean, it is West Coast, don't get me wrong. It's just they play by a different set of rules on the time zone. You in Hawaii. Starting the trend, I guess, right?
Is that Rob Liefeld? No, it's Stash Loot. Anyways. Wow, look at that Paulo Banchero downtown. You kidding me? That looks crazy. Damn, that looks good too.
I can't wait until China sends my pickup.
Dude, I love these guys.
That would explain why I'm the
This
only
dude
smart
from dude, I watch his YouTube all the time. I want to get him on the show.
Storage Wars.
Dude, this guy's awesome, bro. What's this guy's name?
That's been a rookie.
I forget his name.
I forget, but I used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah, him and his wife are fucking
No,
awesome,
he was
dude.
big. He was so much younger than
Look at
us.
he's breaking cards now, and dude, he
Those things stuff
got
you can't repeat. Yeah.
he got bought a locker off of that one of the Phase kids. I guess they were just buying lockers for fuck around, and they bought a locker full of like old school art and pulps from comics and shit. And I watched it on YouTube. It was crazy, man. This dude finds a lot of crazy comic stuff. Yeah. Now he's doing cards. Look at that. Hey, man. Get in where you fit in. This dude's hustling. I wonder if he does storage words anymore. Renee, that's his name, yeah. Yeah, he's fucking hilarious, dude.
Dope.
But does he pull that fire?
We'll see.
Hester said nope. But they do sell a lot of it for sure. No, I'm just kidding. I actually got a pretty good show. Ricky probably just got his feelings
Phoenix,
hurt.
huh?
Russell Wilson. Luke Schoonmaker. We hate this guy, but we hit him a lot so far. Lamar Jackson Silver.
That's a pretty card.
Nice hit. Ricky wish he would have hit that one. Tyreek Hill under Fired Up. Look how nice that card is. What's up, Torque? Nice to see you. And a Derek Carp.
Oh, there he is. That's our boy Renee. We're gonna get him on the Beyond Wednesdays sometime here soon. All right, we got more drama alert goodies. What else do we got? We've got the Rob Liefeld stuff. I don't know if he's pissed off at our boy Fabian or not. He could be. He could be a little angry.
A little salty.
A little salty. This was a big deal. This key collector putting Crashdown on their keys of the week. What do you guys think of that?
I can't say I'd be too surprised.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Nick and Tom working together? No way.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Well, it was funny because he had said he hasn't even read the book, too. So,
and it's not in most shops, and most people don't have access to it. But yet, it's one of the hotter.
Is it still a the Whatnot Publishing massive?
Yeah, massive.
book?
Yeah,
it's a massive book. Okay.
Yep. I'm waiting for my copy, man. Supposedly Tom said he sent one out, and we're gonna.
How many variants? How many different variants for it?
Oh, there's a lot. We're gonna review the shit out of it. See if it's good. Here's my problem. My problem is that I used to be the biggest fucking Ben Templesmith fan. He was one of my favorite all-time artists forever. So I'm gonna be very what's that called when I'm like leaning one way or the other? I'm gonna be very. It's gonna be hard for me to turn off my love for Templesmith art while reading it. You know what I mean? And not like I'm gonna be swayed. Yeah. It would be like I'm gonna be swayed a little bit because I'm gonna be like I love Templesmith art, which is that's understandable. That would happen for anybody. But
too bad Sway's not doing the art. Then you could be like pun intended.
So and it's Tom and Ryan, Fire Guy Ryan, that did the story. So do we know how many issues this is supposed to be?
No.
Let's take a look.
I can't remember what he pitched, to be honest. Equal to or greater than the number of covers of Ninja Funk.
Says equal parts Lost and Alien with a Lovecraftian twist. Crashdown delivers a dark vision of our world's final days. Here's all the variants. David Mack, Casey Parsons, Desjardins. Terrible Metroid variant. Jim Mahfood. That's a Event Horizon
Stargate.
variant. Yeah, Event Horizon. Blank. 1 in 50 Templesmith. I love that. Like it's not the best art, but it's Templesmith art. And this takes me back to reading like 30 Days a Night and the Mad Hatter stuff or Hatter M. I mean, like love those.
books. Four issue miniseries.
4-issue miniseries.
I watched them get a TV deal.
Well, I didn't know Illuminati did the 1 in 100. It's interesting.
Oh, Java and Jordan.
Mm-hmm. 1 in 150. So there's a lot of variants. Oh, Lee Mole. There you go. Incentive covers and open order covers. These are the incentive, and these are the open orders.
Oh, it's not that many covers. Okay. I thought it was going to be like 50 different covers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are just... I mean, there were so many Ninja Funks because there were so many exclusives. So we'll see how many exclusives pop up.
Oh, okay. Oh, it hasn't hit FOC already?
Wow, this is crazy. This guy says, dude, those Metroid and Event Horizon inspired covers are dope. That goes to show you that art is so subjective. It's so subjective, it's unreal.
Wait, let's ask the colorblind person. Does it look good?
Well, a lot of people said it wasn't recent reviews. This was pretty good. I'm not sure it hooked me, though, for me to show up for more, but the buzz is good. I may check out the trade when it comes around.
Oh, it's already out.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. Well, I wish it was better, but thus far, story and character development is great. I
wish it was better, but it's a 5-star.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Wasn't really sure what to expect. I love the first issue. I'm excited to explore a new planet in the upcoming issues, see where this goes. So far worth a read, 5 stars. Saw this in my LCS. There we go.
Huh.
That's a good pickup, if that's true. It says here, great build up for issue 2. We got to see these botanists go on a mission to a new planet called Empyrean. It's very intriguing. It also seems that not all the pods are safe. That man Steve looks old. If you read, pass on reading any more of that. We'll see. But I had a lot of people get angry that Nick put it as one of the key collector comics of the week. Keys of the week. So we've got some of the comments on the post. I love this community. Never change by circumstances. Newbie says, key collector said he hasn't read it, so how did he know it's a key? Let's be real, it's a key due to the fact that Key Collector and Thomas have been in bed together. Key Collector info is always biased towards his friends with their theories and spec. Time and time again, it's been proven. Yeah, man, a lot of people. Trey comes out of nowhere with your first mistake is listening to these idiots, or is listening to idiots. Man. Gomez says, whack, FOMO garbage, pick up a real first appearance key. Ton of them out there. This is just clickbait. Man, a lot of people aren't happy about this. This was a post by Golden State. Shout out to Golden State. Got his IG back out of from a long time, I guess. He says, going over Key Collector's list here, Amazing Spider-Man 300 is a key because it's the first appearance of Venom. New Mutants 98 is the first appearance of Deadpool. X-Men 101 is Phoenix Reborn. Why is Crashdown #1 a key? Sell me on this comic, Tom. Tell me why I should pick this up. Valid question. Did Tom respond? No. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, man. We'll see how it is.
I guess he learned from everyone's mistakes on whatever gate you want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the thing is, the book could actually be, it could be a good book. It doesn't, but it shouldn't be identified as a key.
Our boy Justin says, how Key Collector app picks its weekly key of the week. The book could be trash or it could be good. They will never know because according to them, if people are talking about the book, it's a key without them even flipping open the cover to the first page. That's a great question. That's a great question.
He didn't read it.
Well, what if a book is being talked about in in social medias pretty heavily. Does that make it some sort of a key? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to understand what a key is, and just having people in social media talk about a book doesn't necessarily make it a key. It's interesting. I mean, I guess you could say that Tom is a influencer, right? And it's his first professional comic work. But, you know, and we look for that stuff. We look for, who's the other guy? There's other influencers that are like that. Shit. We talked about Eric July. Eric July's an influencer, right?
Swaggle.
Swag is an influencer, right? So is it because it's an influencer book that it makes it a key?
Did he make Swag's book a key?
Yeah, I was going to ask with Swag's. Yeah. Because
then, you know, at least there's some kind of trend.
There's a pattern.
Yeah.
Smokey Kleck says, not defending this book in any way, shape, or form, but aren't all first issues usually an introduction to a character or characters? Yeah.
Ash cans. How about them ash cans or previews books? What's up?
Yeah, man, this is interesting. Like, this is a great comment to think about and kind of like have conversations about. If a book is being talked about in social media, does that make it a key? Because that's the only thing I can think of. Or does
it's hard to define considering we can't define first appearances.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I think we're effed.
Thorough says, I would have at least aimed at the top right. Yeah. Yeah. Debucha says, just when everyone thought this dude was clear of Janine, boom. Pressable's in there. Gary's in there. I think you forgot the blindfold. Gerlino. The book is derivative trash, completely hollow of any substance. Much like the Weekend Starboy, Tom just recycled countless well-used other properties into his story. Yeah, that's another point. Is that Weekend Starboy a book? Is that a key? People think that's a key?
It's a cool book.
But it's not a key.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider it.
I think we have to start, trying to push that a little bit more. Like, we call a lot of these books keys that aren't really key books. And if just because it's collectible, does that make it a key? Which is interesting. That was a good book, Ghost Machine. Well, we're gonna see as more people read the story and find out. We'll hear more about it, and there's 4 issues, so we'll at least give them to the end of the story to see if the story is good. Usually that first issue is a setup, so it is what it is. What up, brother?
Yo,
what's up? How was your sale?
It was pretty insane. So,
yeah.
175 books in 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I think we did like 5,400 in sales.
Nice, congrats.
Nice.
So you're flying me out to MegaCon to hang out with y'all then, huh? Is what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know about all
that. What's going on with MegaCon? That's next weekend?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's excellent, dude. That's a lot of fun. I wish I was there.
Me too.
Yeah, I found out that I need to take a trip there and go to Universal because they're planning to take out the Simpsons section of the park and move it to Disney or whatever. So I want to go experience that before they move it.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Because it's probably not going to be the same, I am assuming.
Yeah. All right. I think that is drama report for the night. We don't have any new updates on anybody else, I don't think. So, if you guys
that's why James came to drop more drama, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, I was listening in though. No.
Did you get that GI Joe motorcycle at the show today?
No, dude, I was in such a hurry I had to leave, but I found a bunch of other stuff. I sent you pictures. I found a bunch of other stuff too.
All right, let's let our boy David Lee Roth ride us out.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, let's get into fucking some pickups. You guys got any pickups?
I gotta go get mine.
All right.
I have a few.
All right.
I sold all mine tonight.
All right, I'll let you go first, Yee. I'm gonna go grab. I gotta go grab something. I'll be right back.
All right. I don't have a lot opened right now, but here's a few items. Like I said, all my post stuff came in like all in one day for like the entire month of January. Like I haven't even opened up my comics. They're like starting to stack up on this shelf right here. But I got this Kyle Tucker card in. This is from Definitive.
The Space City jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Like the three color patch. This is out of 30. I got it for $20. And do you know how much these boxes cost, right? Like $2,000.
Oh, I would say a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, so I was like for a pretty cool card, $20, not that. So I guess I have a theme now that I'm starting to collect all the silver pack rookie cards. So this is the 83 throwback Otani.
I thought you already had that one. You had the pitching.
So I have the pitching Topps Chrome 83. So different set. This is from the silver pack. So I have the 84 and 85 now. Or actually I have the 85 right here. But I have the 84 as well. So I have a full, So I guess I'm going to keep on finding all the silver packs. Is a thing I'm going to start collecting now, I guess. Didn't know I was going to do that. But all right. Here we are.
Yeah, I like this card.
I bought a Ellie De La Cruz Bowman Sapphire first. PSA 9. So these are cheap again. So I was kind of all right.
What are they going for?
For a 9?
Yeah. Or even just kind of a ballpark.
I got
pretty cards. Yeah.
I got this at $60, I think, maybe 70.
Oh wow, that's a lot cheaper than I would expect.
Yeah, so because I think when the season starts again, I feel like they're gonna go up to 100, 120.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I just assumed it would be triple digits for a 9 Sapphire.
Yes. So I know it hit $100, $200 whenever he jumped up in the league because 10s were going for $500.
Good Lord.
And then I think 10s now are around the $300 price range. And then I get to add to my rainbow. This is the 2019 premium stock Ja Morant rookie Black Pulsar. I don't remember the PSA count. Actually, I guess I could check with the QR code on the back. But I know it's less than 50. I think it's 35 or something like that. I found someone that's selling a lot of the rainbow stuff. So I was hell yeah. It's loading up my app. But you can go to someone else and talk, finish. But yeah. That's all I have opened right now. And I'm doing a 40 card submission to PSA.
Nice. So, show us some of the cards you're sending out.
How about some Rudy Gobert out of 10 select, Brandon Ingram out of 10, Jokic. This is a yellow out of 149. National Treasures. This is out of 25. Giant patch. I love this patch.
Yeah.
Like with like that has to be like one of his O, right, or something. Part of his name. Like on a baby blue jersey. Like that looks sick. Jordan Walker auto from like one of his prospect cards. This is a huge monster.
That's the one.
Jordan Alvarez, 3-color patch, auto rookie card from Diamond Icons. Like I don't remember how much Diamond Icon boxes cost, but I know they're not cheap.
And that's the 10, right?
Yeah, this is 210. Number 3 of 10 on the print.
Yeah.
So this is the gold. Volpe auto. You know, you can never go wrong with that. From Update, his blue. Gabriel Morano, purple speckle, green parallel, Tristan Casas, some colored sapphire like Vladdy orange, Bobby Witt green, Jason Dominguez aqua, Alvarez rookie. Who's this? Riley Green aqua. Dude, I'm sending like a whole rainbow of like sapphire. Drew Jones.
Yeah.
Jordan Walker. This is like a wave. Corbin Carroll, rookie, refractor from Momo's Best. Julio numbered. This is to 250. Who else? This is a case hit from Update. I mean, these cards don't go for much, but I figured Julio's like, he's either gonna do awesome this year or it's not gonna amount to anything, right? Otani. This is out of Topps Chrome Black out of 99. A couple Junior Caminero first.
Yeah, the Mojos,
and then a Crawford Gold.
Nice.
So yeah, everything else I have, and then everything else is like basketball and a few F1 stuff that I've shown before.
Nate, you got anything?
Yeah, I was going to say, because like the Ellie, I can't remember if I was telling him I was getting this, but I remember like when I sent you guys the text last year, I remember watching the Reds game when they were playing the Brewers, and that was when, it was like a Saturday afternoon, like, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and he's, got on base at first, and he ended up stealing second, third, and home within,
a minute.
Yeah. And they came out with the Topps Now relic card, and it had part of each base.
Oh, that's massive.
But the prices were really, like the bottom one was still like
$300 was
or $500. I was like,
yeah,
let's just kind of wait and see, because I was like, I really want to see that, because I was watching the game and I just think he's so exciting. So actually, I just got this in the mail.
Oh, nice.
So it's to, I think,
so it has like a piece of his jersey, his bat, and then
it's part of second base, third base, and home plate.
Oh, okay. Oh, but it was a home game, so it's like that's why it's like the.
No, this is a away game. I want to say it was I want to say they were playing the Brewers.
Yeah, because it's like colored on the bottom left, like orange and blue or something, I guess.
So that's the Brewers catcher. He's in his home, and this is the away jersey for the.
That's badass.
Reds.
That's awesome.
That was Ellie's awesome, man. He's so much fun to watch.
Is it numbered?
Yeah, to 199.
Nice.
Not bad.
And so, the Topps Now stuff, at least from what I found, same with like the Timmy Trumpet card, it's just better to wait. Like you find something you want, you can get that same card for usually about like half price, unless it's like Otani or something like that.
Yeah, oh man. Don't tell people this. I made so much money selling Topanga cards.
I said nothing.
But check out my eBay. I have the out of 10 number 10 on there.
Oh, whoopsie. So
I don't care.
There was this was a case hit for LaMelo on the Contenders.
Nice.
So,
is it autos?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
And then I found a old Dwight Gooden minor league card when he's with Lynchburg.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't really care about the grade. It's at 8, but I was like, I have one of Strawberry, and I wanted to get one of Gooden. And then I found like an old Gil Hodges 68. It looks nicer. It's a 4, but it looks nicer. I mean, these things, they don't go for much. They're probably $10, $15, but
yeah. Yeah.
One thing I picked up I thought was pretty cool is this is the ticket for Dodger Stadium opening day.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
It's like the grade's really low, but I thought the ticket looked really cool just because
cool.
it's mirrored as Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. What year is that?
1962.
Wow. That's cool.
And I hate the Dodgers, so I was going to give it to my dad. And
oh, Josh, do you want me to show what you're getting in then?
Oh yeah. And then I picked up Game 7 World Series, A6 World Series. And the interesting part was I don't know the story about the win stamp, like how that got placed. I've been trying to find out more detail, like how you got that put on your ticket.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was really neat. I mean, again, the grade is a 1, so but I just don't think you'll find many that have the stamp on there.
Yeah.
Just we were talking about Nemesis Prime. Shout out to him sending me a couple of things to put my beverages on when watching the show. And let me show you guys this. So I'd been getting like some of the old the Stand Solo and then Next 17 for the Star Wars figures that some of the figures they never made. I just found these guys, Smith Lord Creations, and they had the Han as a stormtrooper.
Oh wow! Which was never
carded.
That was nice. It was a mail away.
So I thought that was neat.
That is cool.
Yeah, and one last thing, I was talking to Josh about this. These the Mondos. So the Trap Jaws just came, and this is the one. I think it's PowerCon because it was the one up in Ohio that they do all the action figures and stuff. So they just do such a great job on like the packing. You can't really see like the figure too much himself. I've got to break that part out, but
yeah, it looks great.
So cool, man. Especially with the new He-Man series coming out.
The Skeletor is amazing
on Netflix.
Behind you. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust both those out tomorrow. And they're really good too. Like when you order from them, they have an Orko up right now, and it ships in June. So usually it's like 6 months turnaround time. So I'm hoping the Panthers have already been delivered. I didn't order that, but I do have Beastman coming. So I'm hoping Beastman comes here like the next month or two.
Well, Josh, you guys, we still got 2 big stories to go. So we're just doing pickups in the middle just because I needed to go grab something. But Josh, do you have any more, Nate? Sorry.
No, I'm good.
All right. Josh, you got anything?
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Yeah.
So I picked up some more manga, but I picked these up because I like One Punch Man. And One Punch Man was originally like an online manga, but in these 2 issues I picked up, they actually had printed stories inside of them. So I picked up that one, and then I picked up this one just to get actual printed stories. So that was pretty cool. And then I got back another CGC order. So I got some of these Red Sonjas that Middleton did.
Yeah.
I got some of those graded. Then they did like the colors on that one. And then they did a medal. So I picked up 2 of the medals. I got 2 of those graded.
Almost like the trade dress, the best.
Yeah. And then I picked up one of these a while ago. This is Red Sonja 6. This is like the red foil.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Dynamic Forces exclusive. So got that back. And then these were the green. The Harley Quinn.
Sanford Green.
I bought 2 of those when it came out, so I got 9/8 on both of those. Cover. And then I sent in some Marvel Zombie stuff, so got a 9.8 on the number 3. I got a 9.8 on number 4. And then I got a 9.8 on number 5. And then I got a 9.8 on number 2, but they sent that back to me, not in a slab. So I have to send that back to them for them to slab it.
What?
Yeah. So that happened to me, and it's also happened to somebody else. So like when they send your order back, it'll say the comic, and then like it says 9.8 white, but then they also labeled it as a reject. And I don't know why they're doing that, but it's supposed to get graded, so if you tell them and you send it back, then they'll slab it. So I don't know why they're doing that.
Jesus.
I got this graded, and I was hoping they were going to slab it the other way, but this cover's still great. So this was the Mid-OhioCon program from 2005. So that's a Mac, but I really wanted to get the hues.
Yep.
On the front, but I got a 9.8, so I was stoked about that.
That's a cool book, though, just because both sides look great.
Yeah. I mean, the Mac side is super nice. So got that back. I forgot I'd even bought that. There's that Werewolf by Night hues.
That's the one in 100, right? Or one in.
Yeah, I think
50?
it was a 1 in 100.
Was it 1 in 100?
Might have been a 1 in 50. Might have been a 1 in 50.
I can't remember.
The Chuma Hill Night Terror book.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So yeah, got that back. I had sent DeCall's art book that he had just released. I sent that in, got that graded.
Do you do 9.8 pre-screen?
Yeah. I don't like. It's so much better just to do that. Like, I think I got a couple books back, but so shout out Mad Love. This was I think this is the second printing they did of this.
Yeah.
So I got the metal. This one was 5 out of 10. And then I got another 9.9 on. So
Ooh,
I got a 9.9 on that one, and that one is this one was 5 out of 10 as well. And then I got the metal Jaylee. I remember the last show I showed off, I think, like
Maleficent.
the version, and yeah, so that was a metal one of that.
I think the regular pops more.
It does. And then 2 of the metal Archie books homaging the Elvira.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 of those back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Not bad. All right, so this pickup that I have right here, one of my all-time grails of any collectible is to have this book with a signature on it, signed by the people on the cover. This was on eBay, and I saw it was a My Comic Shop book, and you guys know how that works. You go to My Comic Shop, and you type in the book, and you buy it from My Comic Shop, and you save like, what, 30%, 20%?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm so stoked about this. This is going to go up right behind us until I can find a signed copy, if I ever do. And we'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Congrats.
Yep, I finally got it.
Yeah.
Lost Boys. Yeah, Static number 40. This is the Lost Boys cover. If you guys don't know who the Lost Boys are a hip-hop group out of New York that back when I was in high school were one of my favorite all-time groups, artists, period. They only put out 2 albums, I believe, maybe 3, but I believe it was 2. And one of the members was killed. Freaky Talik was killed in 1999, and obviously they broke up. And Mr. Cheeks went on to do go do some solo stuff. But yeah, real bummer. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to get a copy signed by Freaky Ta and Mr. Cheeks and all the Lost Boys. But if it's out there, I would love to know about it. Super, super rare autograph, I imagine, to get a copy signed by all the Lost Boys on this. When did this come out? This came out in October of '96. So super, super cool. Pick that up.
Yeah, I know you'd been off after that for a while.
Yeah. I've been looking for a nice copy of this for, almost probably 15 years now. I found a really nice copy raw at Baltimore. I think but I never sent it in, and I wasn't going to get a 9.8. But and then this was on.
I remember when you found that because you had just walked into the con, like not even 10 minutes on the floor, and then you were so excited because you're like, oh, I've been looking at this for years.
Yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know who the Lost Boys are, let me go ahead and show you. This is one of their big songs from back in the day.
Yeah. LB fam, finally up in this piece. Got my mans that put me on. Who's the best? Who's the worst in this here rap game? For those that claim to be the best, I tear them out the frame. I'm representing, putting Queens on the map. Devil Springs with some baggy jeans when I rap. Come up with the style that they call versatile. Don't treat me like no lame, I've been in this game for a while. I seen a lot to come, I seen a lot to go, I seen a lot to...
A really famous song, though. Their most famous song is Renee, which you guys have probably heard. I'll play a little bit of it. There we go. Where is it? Right here. So that's this album and the album before it were big parts of my me growing up. So super, super cool. Stoked to get this book finally. It'll go up behind us once I get that wall set up. But if I can ever find a damn signed copy, holy cow, that would be amazing. All right. Before we go through FOC, I missed something. And it is a big something. And we are going to have to take a quick little jaunt back into...
One in some rumbler, rumbler, into the new.
Taylor Swift AI. Holy cow. Have you guys been following this? This shit is crazy. You know what it takes to get AI to finally be looked at by politicians? It doesn't take, most of the artists in the country complaining about it, or people being worried about Terminator in the next couple of years. Nope. A mad Taylor Swift finding out about AI porn with her in it has caused the government to go, maybe we need to take a look at this. Taylor Swift is said to be considering legal action against the deepfake website that generated explicit AI images of her, which circulated online. Did you guys see them?
Yeah.
I made it.
You made it.
Well, you can't see it without joining this. Without joining the show, you couldn't see it without seeing those pictures first.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. So Twitter halted the search of AI Taylor Swift images because it was going crazy. Singer's name yielded error messages Saturday, days after her fans swarmed the social media platform vowing to protect Taylor Swift. Don't fuck around with Swift fans, man. Hartman says the porn's real. Oh my god, dude. Hartman cracks me up. We're going to get Hartman to make Beyond Wednesday's cards, so be on the lookout. So, yeah, man, this is nuts. That's crazy.
Oh, we're getting cards?
Fucking A, bro. Fucking A, dude. Were all the photos illegal and can she sue? Man. Poor Taylor Swift. Poor Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
And have like an army of followers of people who've never met you in their entire lives.
Well, so have Swifties become like a special interest group now at this point? If they can,
I think they've asked Josh.
They should be considered one.
They should.
Like, if not a special interest group, at least a religion, right? At this point, like you might as well just have like the Church of Swift or something like that. You know?
Here's one that I can show. I've cropped it out.
I can play bass. You know.
I love how it's all the Kansas City fans. Oh my god, bro. That's so terrible, dude. Look at that.
And just realize he cropped from the waist down.
Yeah, I cropped from the waist down. Yeah.
Yeah, so the image continues.
This is what I think, Josh, you put this up in the chat. Taylor Swift fans are genuinely amazing. AI porn of her goes viral, and they mobilize with over 200,000 posts to protect Taylor, calling for action and getting the accounts that distributed the porn suspended. They literally accomplish stuff for our legal system that our legal system can't. Right? So fucking
That's
crazy.
why I say special interest group, man. Like I haven't seen this much buzz since like what, Occupy?
Dude, they're like crazy detectives. They figure out. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't fuck around with the internet, bro. Yeah, and fandom, that's for sure. You don't fuck around with the internet and fandom. Here's the second
Bryan,
one.
you need to get the Swifties on like Hangar 18 and Aliens and stuff out in Area 51. They'd have that solved immediately.
This
know
one's
everything within a week.
This one's pretty funny. It doesn't really show anything much, but I'll crop the bottom and I'll just put it up there. It doesn't show anything, so but this one's pretty funny too. What the fuck, dude? This is terrible.
Now your episode is not monetized.
Oh, we weren't monetized since the beginning, dude. I haven't had an episode monetized on here in a year.
It's taken people this long to do this kind of stuff.
Well, didn't there was a famous thing that happened on YouTube where a guy admitted to searching for another influencer's AI porn? There's a famous influencer. What's her name? It's a girl influencer, not Amaranth. She's really famous. Pokimane. Yeah. So he's an influencer, another YouTuber that his girlfriend is friends with Pokimane, and he got caught basically beating it to fucking AI Pokimane porn, and it was a big issue. But not like this. It happens to Pokimane, and you get a couple guys kicked off of YouTube. It happens to Taylor Swift. Fucking government gets involved, man.
Yeah.
It's because all those people that decided to get involved in it or whatever, their daughters or whoever or someone close to them probably was like kind of like, hey, get on this now.
I wonder with the game happening tomorrow if someone's going to have some kind of like, you crop the image, Bryan, at the Ravens game.
Well,
if anyone's going to have anything on,
you can't mess with her. I mean, she's literally an economy. So
that's true. That is true.
Well, this is. I got another one here. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is another one, but I might have to crop something out on this one. This one's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, there you go. Lord of Brooklyn. Hartman, make a Taylor Swift card. How dare you? Oh boy.
Freaking Oscar the Grouch, man.
What the hell?
What's up with this?
Jesus, dude. If it goes back like this is a who's like a Raiders fan or something, you know what I mean? Like, don't the Raiders and the Chiefs fans hate each other? Isn't there like a like who hates the Chiefs like more than anybody? It's gonna be like a Raider fan or somebody that did this.
I would say the Raiders would be the biggest rival, I would think.
This is her ex-boyfriend before Kelsey, Travis Kelsey. It's like, fuck you, man. I'm done with this shit. Oh my god, dude.
Or you can see like the Raiders, like welcome to the black hole.
Hi Nathan is right. Change Taylor out for Britney Spears, and that's an album cover. Yeah, man. Like, Jesus.
That was pretty good.
Man, this is absolutely crazy. And right on the heels of speaking of heels, right on the heels of all these comic publishers doing Taylor Swift comics that probably aren't licensed. You think she's pissed about AI stuff? Just wait until she knows there's money involved and she's not getting her cut. She's a billionaire for a reason.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I need to be getting that money, that moolah. Jesus, dude.
I was going to ask you if he was going to go to the signing that was at the shop today with the Taylor Swift comics.
Well, dude, if Taylor Swift was going to be there.
No. It's the
Lobos.
Yeah, with the 11 different covers or whatever.
You want some drama on that? I could. So we ordered some of those because we obviously have like a customer base for Lobos.
Yeah.
And we got an email 2 days ago saying that they were postponing the delivery of our books by 2 weeks because there was a printing issue. But they're still doing their signing, which is like, I don't know, pretty shitty if you ask me, but whatever.
Is this the book? Bedrock?
Yeah. Bedrock. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was earlier today.
Yeah, he was.
I did there. Not go.
Yeah, here.
I was being lazy. I was supposed to have band practice, and then I didn't, so I just took a nap all day. But ESPN was calling me like all day too, as well.
I took a long nap.
I'm trying to see if I recognize anybody in here. We see like Solo Wookiee in there.
You know he's a Swiftie.
They put all the same cover up.
Yeah, it's just different colors
on the background. Yeah, it's literally like. Yeah.
It's so cheesy. It's the same exact book with a different hue.
It's really not even that great of a cover. The face is not right.
It's so funny too. The store is so proud about it because they're like, it's the most sold comic book that we've ever had come out of the store or whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm just like kind of like,
well, good for them. That's actually good. I'm proud of that. Yeah. That's awesome. Fucking sell comic books.
Yeah.
I think it's great, man. It's just
I mean, whatever helps keep the doors open.
Don't do this cheesiness. This is like, I don't know, man. It feels like a cash grab at that point. This is so good.
At the same time, I do get steals from there all the time. Like, they price their books with Overstreet. Every single store. I'm just saying.
You just gave away your free cornbread there, Aaron.
Dude, there's 6 locations. Like, have at it in the city of Houston.
And they have an online website where you can get the deals as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I don't think it's not that hidden of a secret if you go to Houston. When you look up comic book stores, there's those 6 locations, and then like 5 other stores maybe in existence in the city of Houston.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, like it's basically a monopoly of comics here, anyways. I'm, not to hate, but like, I'm glad they're in business. I guess since the '80s.
Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah.
All right, back to David Lee Roth one more time. We only did that so we could get to hear David Lee Roth twice.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, let's get into some FOC with our boy Lefteros and Cover Price. And the book of the week, I think, is the Spawn book. We'll get into that. Avengers Twilight #1, the second print, Daniel Acuna cover, which is awesome. First cover appearance of James Stark. First appearance and cover appearance of James Stark. This is that big book that came out this last week, but...
Yeah, I read the first issue. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely stick around for the second one.
It wasn't bad. Future Avengers, basically. All old Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So, great. I love stories like that, too. So, this is a gorgeous Alex Ross cover for Avengers Twilight #3. It's got Miss Marvel on it. Great Alex Ross cover. So, debut of James Stark as Iron Man. Batman 144, conclusion of the Joker Year 1 arc. And this is the Comicooly cover. Cobra Commander #1, the second print. Oh, look at that. That's good. Globulus, Cobra Law. I just love that Cobra Law is part of it this early.
So, I did not see that coming either.
No.
When I was reading it. And I was like,
so good.
Very interesting. Yeah.
There's a lot of good G.I. Joe covers. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance #1 might be the first intro of the Hood as the new Spirit of Vengeance. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know if I like that. The Hood's a cool character, but I think I'd rather have Ghost Rider. Or one of the other guys. All right, moving on. Green Lantern War Journal #6. Gorgeous Raza cover of John Stewart. Holy shit. That is awesome. That is awesome. Philip Kennedy Johnson is one of the surprising writers that's really surprised me with some of the newer guys. So I like this so far. This is badass. Moving on. Six Fingers #1, cover A. New miniseries about archaeology student who commits a brutal murder. Yeah. From Image. And then the book of the week for FOC, in my opinion, Spawn 350. Malbolgia's successor as the ruler of Hell will be revealed. There hasn't been anybody sitting on the throne in Hell for a long time, and this is a big storyline conclusion. And that's an interesting McFarlane cover right there that you can get in a sketch cover too, which is really nice. So that is Lefteros' IG post. Make sure you're following him. Now let's go check out our boy Billy at Economics and Comics. If you guys want to check out any of his pre-order stuff, it's got this gorgeous Spawn cover set. You get all the covers, A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 covers. So it's got the Puppeteer Lee cover, which is awesome. I really like this one right here. So you can get them all. Look at that. Puppeteer Lee.
It's that black and white a ratio. That's a really nice one.
This one, the black and white?
Yeah.
No, I think they're all
okay.
Yeah, open order. I'm pretty sure. All right, let me go back here. Thrawn Alliance, the Raza variant for Thrawn Alliance #2. You get the Cobra Commander #1 second printing cover. You got an Ashcan coming out. Man's Best #1. Never heard. Ooh, look at that. Bensu foil variant. Ooh, look at that. That looks great. How it's
cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. Holy cow, is that awesome?
Did I see it was $11?
Yeah, it's $11. It's a foil variant.
Foil variant.
$11. Wow. Look at that Raza variant there.
Do you think it's going to be the background that's foil, or do you think it's going to be like the fire? What do you think? Or the whole thing?
Superman 11, Ariel Diaz. I don't like these covers. I think these covers are cheesy. They're fucking cheesy.
It looks like a romance novel.
Yeah. This is badass. Look at this.
But no one's reading it, so no one doesn't know if it's not a romance novel, right?
Jock. Oh my god, that's awesome, dude. That's cool. Look at this. Cobra Commander number 2. Buzzsaw. Buzzer. That's awesome. That's cool. Next. Where was I? Hold on here. All right, here we go. There's the Twilight Avengers. There's the Puppeteer cover. There's the Raza. This is the regular Cobra Commander cover A. Peter Parker. Amazing Spider-Man 44. Peter Parker-verse variant. That's kind of cool. I like that for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's cool. I like this art right here is awesome. Huh. There's the Raza Batman cover. That's badass. Here's the Cobra Commander second printing of number 1. That's cool. Who's that?
Mercer.
Is that Mercer?
It's got to be.
Dude, that's awesome. That's a great cover. Huh. There's the Ghost Rider cover. Ooh, look at this. Salvador LaRocca. Sabretooth variant. That's crazy. That's badass. That's a cool cover.
Nice.
White Widow number 4, Rose Besh. I'm kind of over Rose Besh. This is nice, though. This is the Tedesco. Nakayama. This is awesome. Did you see this? Look how good the cover looks. Like it's got the...
Yeah.
It looks like a business card. Like literally. Because like the imprint of the...
It's Lewis's card. That's funny.
That's cool.
Lewis. Oh, man. There's the Globulus. Animal Pound number 2. That's a good read so far. Is that Chad Harden? It's interesting. Almost looks like Maria Wolf.
Maria Wolf.
Yeah. That's a gorgeous Nightwing cover. Did you guys happen to see Chuck Jones get totally fucking punked on Twitter over a Nightwing image? Oh my god, dude. This is so funny. I should have brought it up in Drama Alert. Is there a way to search that? Chuck Jones Twitter. Who was it? Who was it that was it? Chuck Jones that did it? Who was it? No, it wasn't Chuck Jones. It was God, I gotta find this. This is so funny. I'll save it for later. It's good. He totally got fucking punked. trolled. This is gorgeous cover right here, though. Look at that. Chuck Dixon, thank you, AOA. Chuck Jones is the Looney Tunes writer. I was always thinking, I was like, Chuck Jones. Chuck Dixon, yes, Chuck Dixon. Let me look that up. This is so funny. I wonder if he took it down. He probably took it down. If he's smart, he took it down. Here it is. So this is the original. It's an original Nightwing and Superboy John Kent post, and Superboy saying, "I'll look for him," and Nightwing goes, "You're resourceful and powerful, but this is Gotham. Your dad has often thought he could operate here. It's never worked out." And that's the thing. But the original, Chuck Dixon, this is what he put. Somebody totally fucking trolled him and said, Superman saying, "So I'm bi, how about you?" And Nightwing saying, I guess I've only ever dated women, but I mean, look at me. Seriously, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm an absolute snack. I've got to be at least a little queer. And Chuck Dixon tweeted this out without finding out if it was real. That is horrible. Horrible. Like, how would you guys think that was real if you saw that?
No.
I mean, not even in the polarizing world that comics has kind of become. I wouldn't even, like, Jesus. It was terrible, man. It was all over. So anyways, back to Nightwing. Great Bruno Redondo Nightwing cover, which is excellent. The Fog, #1. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Ooh, what is that? That looks interesting. That's a cool cover. I love the look.
I wonder if that'll still be a Disney show.
Yeah. I love the look of that money. It just looks cool. I love that. That's beautiful.
Oh, because it's like the old style of the $20 bill too.
Yeah, and she looks great right there in the middle like that. Man, that's just a cool looking cover, and they should print that. Like as giveaways, that's awesome. Elvira, Grim Pen and Ink, another facsimile, Ghost Rider, Capullo variant. What do you guys think? Badass. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
great. All right. Star Wars Thrawn 2, the Lashley, not a fan. This is interesting. Like he's walking towards him and you can see him in the reflection.
Oh yeah. Reflection.
Yeah. It's pretty dope.
So is this their second meetup then? I'm just joking.
Punisher. I heard Punisher isn't very good, but I haven't been reading it. Wow, look at that. Elizabeth Torque's second printing variant of a facsimile. We're doing second printing variants of a facsimile now. I like it. It's cool. I like Elizabeth Torque, but
second print facsimiles. Let's go.
If you guys think
I can't wait for the incentives.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the second print incentives.
If you guys think 9.9s, pre-screen 9.9s are going to be the downfall of comics, and you guys have been buying facsimiles left and right, I imagine.
It's going to be second print facsimile incentive foil variants. Is what's going to ruin the hobby, and then a virgin version of that.
That's a great cover right there. What's this? That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Mateus Manahani. God, I'm going to ruin it. I'm not going to say it. Mateus variant. Fallout from Gang War. Teach me how to say it and I'll say it right. Giant Size Fantastic Four #1. Deadly Foes variant. That's cool. I like those type of covers. This is a crazy Stormbreakers cover. Look at that. That's wicked.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is wicked. Chris Allen. Wow.
Steampunk Spider-Man.
That's dope. Very dynamic. I like it. Carnage 4. There's the Hildebrandt cover. Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man. Another one. There's the Spawn book. Six Fingers. Another facsimile. Inhook Lee. That's a cool Inhook Lee cover. I like the moon in the background. Toxic Commando. Jaguar. One shot. That's an interesting cover. Something is killing the pampas cats of northern Peru. A group of zoologists have come together to investigate mysterious slayings. They know the culprit is a bird of prey, but the method of killing is unlike any other birds local to the region. It's going to take someone with apex predator ability to find out who's causing these murders. Someone like the Jaguar. That's interesting. That's an Archie Comics new hero character. That's pretty interesting. All right. That's a crazy Matina cover for Army of Darkness Forever. Look at that. Shout out to Tony Fleece. I'm going to try and get Tony and Trish on together to come talk about Feral. Hopefully next week. I'll see if I can get them on next week. Jonathan Glapion, Spawn, Savage Dragon. Ooh, what's this? Second printing of Wonder Woman #5. That's a cool variant, color variant. I like that. That has the new Super Sons in it. Dave Wilkins, look at that. Dave Wilkins doing World's Finest. This is a great series, by the way. I'm going to have to buy that cover for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it looks great. Shout out to Dave Wilkins. Great Constantine-looking cover right there with Swamp Thing. That's a good Dan Mora Nightwing cover. Vampirella, Savage Dragon, Prism, The Fog, Quested, Mech Cadets. Anybody reading Mech Cadets? Isn't that supposed to be good? There's the more the Jaguar. Elvira, Ronin, Army of Darkness Forever, Turtles, Saturday morning cartoons. There's the Mark Texeira Ghost Rider variant. Man, that's off. That's not a good Mark Texeira cover.
Glyphel chest, right?
I don't know what it is.
Huge upper body.
Yeah, look at that. What's this? Holy cow. Godzilla.
Oh, the best of.
Yeah.
How many different covers can they do? Oh, I guess Mothman, right? And all the other different Godzilla monsters.
Oh, that's badass looking. What's this? That's a cool looking character right there.
Yeah.
That's badass. Who is that? That's fucking sick. That's a great looking design on a character. White Widow, Power Pack, Invincible Iron Man, Phil Noto. That looks all interesting, I guess. Immortal Thor, #7. Oh, that looks... What's this? That's badass. Look at that. That's really badass. Giant Size Fantastic 4, #1. X-Men, Dead X-Men. Avengers Twilight, the Torrin Clark. That's a good looking cover. That's really good looking. Cable. The Avengers Twilight, Daniel Kuna. That's a good cover. Wonder Woman, Arkham Asylum. Oh, wow, look at that. Wonder Woman number 6, Daniel Sampere.
That's cool.
Sampere? That is awesome. That's a great cover. Walking Dead Deluxe, Titans Dan Mora. Pass.
Penguin.
Even though Dan Mora, what is that? That's interesting. Warren Lau. Bermejo. What is that? Jamal Campbell. That's a cool cover. I like that.
Yeah.
That's badass right there, too. All right, last page of FOC. Rick and Morty, Nightwing, Sweater Weather, Nightwing, Akuna, Midlife, Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong, Haunted Girl, Invasive, Constantine Hellblazer, and the Green Lantern stuff. Here's G.I. Joe. That's cool. Look at that. Alley Viper, Night Viper, and Night Creeper, right? Night Creeper leader.
Night Creeper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. That's a good Kubert cover. I like they're doing a good job with this so far. They did a nice little job where you could jump on really easy to 301. Oh wow, look at that. That's a good cover.
Yeah, Thorns. He's been doing like those pulp novel looking covers.
Yeah. An American Psycho. And that is FOC for this week. All right. I think that's about it. You guys got anything else? We are 3 hours and 3.5 hours in. Swornfest is coming up end of February, you guys. If you guys are big Coffin Comics fans or big fans of Lady Death, come out to the Southwest and check out Swornfest. We're going to talk about it pretty heavy. I'm going to try and get Bryan on in the next couple weeks. Also going to try and get Tony and Trish on next week. I'm going to hit them up and see if they're down to see if they've got time. I know they're probably going to be in Miami, but they might be together. So, or not Miami, Orlando, right, for MegaCon, but they might be together. We'll see. Try to get them on the next couple weeks. I have a new original art show coming out that I'm starting with two of the biggest original art collectors in the game. Some of the guys here know who I'm talking about, and there's no doubt about it that these two guys are two of the biggest OA guys out there, and it's going to be a lot of fun because these guys know a lot about it, and we're going to get into it. Going to do a probably like a quarterly show, but it's going to be a lot of fun, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try and shoot with Nick Barucci for an industry show with me, Nick, and Jesse on Tuesday. So that'll be coming out soon. And then we're going to be doing our issues on Beyond Wednesdays where I get to go through comics and just review comics. We're definitely going to review the Crashdown book as soon as I get it. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the Wednesday night and Saturday night live shows, Fridays on House of Stein. And all these guys, check out all of their links. You can find all of their stuff in the description below and all their link trees and stuff. So what do you got coming up, James? Anything good with Hive coming up?
Just MegaCon. We're looking at doing some variants again. We kind of stepped off for a little bit, but as we've gotten our CGC facilitation stuff more in line with where we wanted it to be, we're going to start moving back into that space. So we do have something pretty exciting, some news regarding easily one of the, I don't know, it's well regarded as one of the greatest covers that's been made for an indie book, and we might have the ability to be part of it coming back again.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty cool. I've got to be super cryptic about it, but let's just say it's a pretty insane book. And we've been talking to the publishers because they're doing like an anniversary reissuing of the book. So some pretty cool stuff in the works, but nothing like super major as of right now, other than conventions.
Not bad at all. Josh, you have any sales coming in anytime soon?
Not this coming week, but next week I start back up on Whatnot, and I think I'm gonna hit eBay up and see about maybe getting on there, because I actually became a top-rated seller on eBay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
That's
cha-ching.
off to me.
Yeah, that's a big deal, dude.
That Snoop Dogg thing. I want to thank me
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, exactly.
For all the haters out there, right?
Yeah. No, that's a big deal, dude. That's definitely a big deal. I would suggest that if anybody wants to try and get on eBay Live, you should really work on your eBay stores and stuff on their marketplace to make that nice and clean. So, good stuff. All right. I will be doing breaks on eBay Live starting in February, around February 14th-ish, which is Valentine's Day, which is also the drop day of Series 1 tops. So we'll be doing case breaks of hangers and fat packs on eBay Live under Jesse's account. Yep. And then we'll be doing our Power Hour sales on Sundays in between, like, I think I'm going to probably start it at like noon West Coast time and go to about 5 p.m. We'll be doing comics, toys, action figures, cards, anything collectible, anything that you guys are into. I will have the store at my disposal, plus all this crazy stuff that I have. So if there's any action figures or statues or anything that you guys are looking for, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be the sales that you're going to want to watch. Every type of action figure, carded and uncarded, you can think of. Every type of statue, life size to miniature, everything is in that shop. So we're going to start that on Sundays soon. And all the good stuff that we got going on here. If you're not subbed up, please Please hit that thumbs up. It's super easy. It's free. It's easy to do. And it really helps us out. So that being said, we are out of here. Come hang out in the Discord.